You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups to enjoy a game. The team offers block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, an exclusive party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of exclusive experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Nicolak Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. Please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. The store is open on game days Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please visit liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Quacker Jack, the 11-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please fill out and submit an appearance request form at liducks.com or contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups to enjoy a game. The team offers block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, an exclusive party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of exclusive experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Nicolak Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. Please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. The store is open on game days Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please visit liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Quacker Jack, the 11-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please fill out and submit an appearance request form at liducks.com or contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups to enjoy a game. The team offers block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, an exclusive party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of exclusive experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Nicolak Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. Please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. The store is open on game days Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please visit liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Quacker Jack, the 11-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please fill out and submit an appearance request form at liducks.com or contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one crack away from the championship.
Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Line bust up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch, and for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. Swung on and missed for strike three. The Long Island Ducks have come to Texas, and they'll be bringing the trophy back home to Long Island. The Long Island Ducks are the 2019 Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
Live from PeoplesBank Park in York, Pennsylvania, it's time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And tonight, the York Revolution host the Long Island Ducks in the opener of a 4-game series. Well, hello again, everyone. This is Mike Moore, and we thank you so much for tuning into Ducks baseball across the globe on liducks.com, on youtube.com/ducksbaseball, and Facebook Live, making us a part of your Tuesday evening entertainment. Well, yesterday's Labor Day series opener between the York Revolution and Long Island Ducks, scheduled here at PeoplesBank Park, was postponed due to rain, and so that game will be made up as part of a single admission doubleheader tomorrow. Both games slated for 7 innings of play with a 5 o'clock first pitch. So tonight we have a 9-inning affair as we kick off this 4-game set between the Ducks and the Revs. The Ducks are in their second leg of a 7-game road trip. Over the weekend, they dropped 2 of 3 games to the Staten Island Ferry Hawks at Staten Island University Hospital Community Park, dropping the rubber game on Sunday by the final score of 6-2. So the Ducks are playing in game number 120 overall, including tonight. 13 games are remaining in the regular season. The Flock are 3 games under 500 at 58-61, and they are 22-31 in the second half, and have a road record of 23-36, and are currently 2-2 in the month of September. The Ducks are 6.5 games behind the High Point Rockers in the wild card standings, and 4 games behind the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes. The York Revolution are playing in game number 20 as well. They are 50-69 overall and have a record of 20-34 in the second half. They're a game below 500 here at PeoplesBank Park at 29-30. And the Revs are looking to snap a 5-game losing streak. Over the weekend, they did not help the Ducks out as they were swept at Truist Point at the hands of the High Point Rockers, dropping all 3 games in that series. So they come back home here looking to snap a 5-game losing streak. The Ducks are playing the Revolution once again here at PeoplesBank Park to close out the regular season series between these two ball clubs. The Ducks swept the Revs in late August here at PeoplesBank Park on August 19th, 20th, and 21st. So they are looking to continue that success here tonight. They are 9-3 so far in 12 head-to-head meetings versus their rival in the North Division, the York Revolution. We'll take our first break of the night, and when we come back, we will recap Sunday's rubber game defeat at Staten Island University Hospital Community Park for the Long Island Ducks, as they were unable to come away with the victory. 6-2 was the final. So when we return, we'll discuss a little bit about some of the highlights in that game and get you set for the start of tonight's game here in the Keystone State.
Hey fans, this is manager Wally Backman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body. Because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicollet Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
The Long Island Ducks were defeated by the Staten Island Ferry Hawks 6-2 on Sunday afternoon in the rubber game of a 3-game Labor Day weekend series at Staten Island University Hospital Community Park. Staten Island took an immediate 3-0 advantage in the bottom of the first inning against Long Island starter James Varela on an RBI base hit by Dilson Herrera and a 2-run double off the bat of Mario Bautista. The Ferry Hawks made it 4-0 in their favor in the second when Antoine Duplantis drove home Andres Noriega with a ground out to Phil Caulfield at second base. The Ducks got to within 4-2 in the fifth versus Ferry Hawks starter Dylan Castaneda, courtesy of an opposite field run-scoring single from Caulfield that plated Matt Chamberlain after he drew a walk with one man down, and an RBI double into the right field corner produced by Alejandro De Asa that enabled Anthony Seymour to cross the plate after he followed Chamberlain's walk with a free pass of his own. Staten Island regained a 4-run cushion at 6-2 in the sixth when Bautista was at it once again as he laced a line drive 2-run home run just over the left field wall, which lifted the home team to the series triumph. Castaneda, in his first Atlantic League start, earned the win, giving up 2 runs on 4 hits over 5 innings of work, walking 3 while striking out 4. Varela was tagged with the loss, dropping to 1-1 on the season, surrendering 6 runs on 11 hits, including the Bautista home run, across 5 1/3 innings pitched, walking and striking out 1. Michael Sullivan fired an inning and a third of scoreless baseball to notch his first save of the season. Sue Lin had a pair of base knocks and a stolen base in the losing effort. So that was Sunday's game recap as the Ducks dropped the rubber game against the Staten Island Ferry Hawks at Community Park, and now they head here to PeoplesBank Park, where tonight they will kick off a 4-game series against the York Revolution. We'll take another break, and when we come back, we'll preview tonight's starting pitching matchup as a pair of right-handers face off. Akil Morris getting the nod for Long Island. He will be opposed by York's Eduardo Rivera.
Hey fans, this is Mark Wiedemeyer, pitching coach for the Long Island Ducks, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trays, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah. They got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
It's time to preview tonight's starting pitching matchup, and we will begin with the visitors on the scoreboard. The Long Island Ducks, they send right-hander Akil Morris to the mound. He's 5-9 on the season with a 5.75 earned run average. Morris in his last start, registered a no decision at Clipper Magazine Stadium versus the Lancaster Barnstormers back on August 25th. In that game, he allowed 3 runs on 8 hits and 6 innings pitched, walking 4 and striking out 5. He was scheduled to start Game 2 of the Ducks 3-game series against the Lancaster Barnstormers last week at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, but just minutes before he was taking the mound, he was scratched due to a stiff neck. So he is making his first start since August 25th tonight here against the York Revolution. In 2 starts this year versus the Revs, Morris has been very impressive, going 1-0 with an earned run average of just 1.5, allowing 2 runs on 9 hits in 12 innings pitched, walking 4 and striking out 8. The York Revolution counter with right-hander Eduardo Rivera. Rivera is 8-3 on the season and has an earned run average of 4.47. So he does have 8 wins overall on the 2022 campaign, but he has given up a lot of runs with that high ERA of 4.47 overall. And for Eduardo Rivera, he gets the nod this evening, as Rivera in 2021 versus the Long Island Ducks has had some success, but we'll talk more about that as the game moves along. That's tonight's starting pitching matchup. Right-hander Akil Morris for Long Island, 5-9 with a 5.75 earned run average. Right-hander Eduardo Rivera for the York Revolution, 8-3 with an ERA of 4.47. We'll take one final break, and when we come back, we'll have the performance of tonight's Star Spangled Banner and then first pitch. We'll bring you the starting lineups as well from PeoplesBank Park as the Revs get set to host the Ducks in the opener of this 4-game series from PeoplesBank Park.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Millennium Container Service is fulfilling the needs of businesses and homes across Long Island. They provide waste and recycling services, plus a variety of dumpster rental options for any project. Millennium Container Service offers convenient, on-time deliveries and pickups, as well as daily, weekly, and monthly commercial service. Need a quote? Call 516-826-5544 or visit millenniumcontainer.com. Millennium Container Service. Keep your home and business clean.
The Waddle Inn Shop is your home for everything Ducks baseball. The team store is full of official Long Island Ducks merchandise, great gifts, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more. You can even get your favorite name and number put on the back of your very own Ducks jersey. Celebrate Waddle Inn Wednesday as well, with exclusive deals in store during every Wednesday home game. Visit the Waddle Inn Shop today at Fairfield Properties Ballpark or shop online anytime at liducks.com.
The national anthem was just performed here at PeoplesBank Park. All of the pomp and circumstances taken place, and now it is time for Long Island Ducks baseball. Again, we thank you so much for tuning in to Ducks baseball across the globe on liducks.com, on youtube.com/Ducks baseball, and Facebook Live/LIDucks, making us a part of your Tuesday evening entertainment. Let's take a look at the starting lineups in tonight's ball game. First, for the visiting Long Island Ducks, led by manager Wally Backman, Phil Caulfield will lead off. He is the designated hitter. L.J. Mazzilli in left field, bats number 2 in the order. Alejandro Diaz gets a start in center field. He will hit third. Batting cleanup tonight and playing third base is Davidson Romero. Jose Sermo at first base bats fifth. Trevor Achenbach, the second baseman, makes his Long Island Ducks debut, hitting sixth. Su-Wei Lin, the shortstop, bats seventh. Joe DiCarlo catches and hits eighth. And Dustin Woodcock, the right fielder, will bat ninth. The starting pitcher tonight for the Flock is the right-hander Akil Morris. He's 5-9 with a 5.75 earned run average. For the York Revolution, led by manager Mark Mason, J.C. Encarnacion will lead off. He's the right fielder. Elmer Reyes, the shortstop, will bat second. Telvin Nash is the designated hitter, batting third. In the cleanup position is the first baseman Nelly Rodriguez. Melky Mesa in left field bats fifth. John Nunez, the catcher, hits sixth. Jeffrey Perez plays second base and bats seventh. Josue Herrera plays third base and hits eighth. And Connor Lean, the center fielder, will bat ninth. Eduardo Rivera, the right-hander, is the starting pitcher tonight for the York Revolution against the Long Island Ducks as we kick off this four-game series from PeoplesBank Park. Our game time temperature under cloudy skies is currently 75 degrees. There is a 39% chance of rain in the forecast. The humidity right now is currently at 84%, and the wind is coming out of the northeast at 5 miles per hour. So Phil Caulfield will lead off for the Flock, and he will be followed by L.J. Mazzilli and Alejandro De Aza. Caulfield, a left-handed batter wearing number 11. He is the designated hitter tonight, playing in game number 34 overall, hitting .301 on the season with 1 home run and 17 RBIs. Eduardo Rivera kicks and fires the first pitch of the evening, and it's a fastball that misses upstairs for ball 1, and we are underway. The 1-0 to Caulfield is the fastball on the inside corner for a called strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Buzz Albert is the home plate umpire calling the balls and strikes. Bill Ritter is the first base umpire, and the third base umpire is Scott Hart. Caulfield fouls the 1-1 pitch out of play. Phil, in the rubber game on Sunday against the Staten Island Ferry Hawks at Community Park, was 1 for 3 with a run scored, and he also drew a pair of walks. The 1-2 pitch is a fastball taken on the outside corner for a called strike 3. And that is the first out of the night. In steps L.J. Mazzilli, a right-handed batter wearing number 13 and playing left field for Maz. This is game number 91 on the season. He's hitting .254 with 9 home runs and 41 runs batted in. And we want to wish L.J. Mazzilli a very happy birthday today, celebrating here at the ballpark. Maz takes the first pitch, fastball belt high for a called strike 1. We also have a birthday boy in Vladimir Frias celebrating today for the Ducks as well. Mazzilli hits a high pop-up into foul ground first base side. Nelly Rodriguez runs out of room, and it's 0-2 to L.J. Mazzilli. And one final happy birthday wish that I would like to personally send out tonight is to my nephew Brady, who is celebrating his 16th birthday back home with mom and dad, and his brothers Eddie and Nikki, and grandma and grandpa. So 3 birthdays being celebrated here today. L.J. Mazzilli, Vladimir Frias, and my nephew Brady. Mazzilli did not play in the rubber game on Sunday against the Ferry Hawks, so he's had a couple of days off. That's a fastball misses inside, and it's 1-2 to Maz. In the series against Staten Island, LJ went 2 for 6 with an RBI and a run scored. He drew 4 walks and also had a stolen base and was caught stealing. The 1-2 bounces away and goes to the backstop, but Mazzilli does not attempt to advance to first, so that levels the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes to LJ Mazzilli, with Alejandro De Aza waiting on deck. So Mother Nature is cooperating right now. When the bus made its way from the hotel to the ballpark, there were heavy downpours here at PeoplesBank Park around 3 o'clock or so, but we have started tonight's game on time. 2-2 to Mazzilli is taken on the outside corner for a called strike 3, and he is not happy with home plate umpire Buzz Albert. Back-to-back strikeouts, both looking of Caulfield and Mazzilli to begin the night for Eduardo Rivera. And there's 2 outs and nobody on for Alejandro De Aza. De Aza is a left-handed batter wearing number 33 and playing center field. This is game number 101 for De Aza overall. Alejandro is second in the Atlantic League in batting at .339 and has 9 home runs and 61 runs batted in. De Aza on Sunday was 1 for 4 with an RBI double and a walk. Rivera kicks and fires the first pitch, and it's grounded to the right side. Sliding over is Jeffrey Perez, and he throws the first to end the inning. So a good start for Eduardo Rivera on the mound. A pair of strikeouts and a ground out for a 1-2-3 frame here in the top of the first. Nothing across for the Ducks after 1/2 inning of play. The score is the Long Island Ducks 0 and the York Revolution coming up to bat.
Hey fans, this is infielder L.J. Mazzilli, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Plan
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe has got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912 and be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Fans, every walk by a Ducks batter this season is a First National Bank LI walk to first. First National Bank LI celebrating 95 years as Long Island's truly local bank. Explore their anniversary promotions and experience customer-first service for yourself. Visit fnbli.com. No score as we move to the last of the first. From PeoplesBank Park, Eduardo Rivera needed just 11 pitches to retire the Ducks 1-2-3 by way of a pair of strikeouts, both looking, and a ground out. So now Akil Morris toes the rubber, and we'll get his first look at this York Revolution offense. JC Encarnacion leads off for the Revs. Will be followed by Elmer Reyes and Telvin Nash. Encarnacion, a right-handed batter wearing number 16 and playing right field. Morris's first pitch of the evening is lined into center field, and that's going to be dropped by Aza. Encarnacion is going to try for second and will arrive in safely with a head-first slide. So that was a sinking line drive off the bat of J.C. Encarnacion. On the run was Alejandro De Aza. And the ball glanced off of his glove. Now the Revs have an immediate threat in the last of the first against Akil Morris. They have a runner at second for Elmer Reyes. Reyes is a right-handed batter wearing number 13. He's the shortstop tonight, playing in game number 56 overall. He's hitting .294 on the season with 6 home runs and 36 runs batted in. Morris's first pitch is a fastball downstairs for ball one. They're going to credit Encarnacion with his 27th double of the season. 1-0 pitch is fouled out of play. And that was a tough play for De Aza. I agree with that call. It was a sinking line drive. De Aza had to hustle to his right. The 1-1 pitch is a fastball down low, and it's 2-1 to Elmer Reyes. Reyes is hitting .294 on the season with 6 home runs and 36 RBIs. This is game number 56. And the pitch is inside on the 2-1, and Reyes gets hit between the numbers. So the first two batters have reached against Akil Morris, a double and now a hit batsman. And the Revs are set up against the right-hander. The heart of the order coming up. So in steps Telvin Nash, a right-handed batter wearing number 23. He is the designated hitter tonight. For Nash, this is game number 31 overall. He's hitting .297 with 8 home runs and 20 runs batted in. First pitch, fastball misses outside for ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Dots the outside corner for a called strike, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled to the screen. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Telvin Nash. Morris working from the first base side of the rubber, looks back at the lead runner at second in Encarnacion. And the pitch to Nash is a pop-up in foul territory. Along the third base side, Davidson Romero moves under and makes the catch for the first out. So that will bring up Nelly Rodriguez. Right-handed batter wearing number 12 and playing first base. And for Rodriguez, this is game number 112 on the season. He's hitting .247 with 20 home runs and 69 runs batted in. First pitch fastball is in at the knees for a called strike, and the throw to first, out at first base is the trail runner Elmer Reyes. Reyes was in motion, it looked like, and somebody missed the sign. He thought it was a double steal attempt. But no advance from Encarnacion, and that's a heads-up play by Joe DiCarlo. He fires back to first, and Reyes is picked off. Slapping the tag on Reyes is the first baseman Jose Sermo. The pickoff goes 2-3, and that's a big second out behind Akil Mars. So 0-1 is the count to Nelly Rodriguez. Now Encarnacion is at second with 2 away. Obviously somebody missed a sign there, because as soon as the pitch was thrown, Reyes was in motion, and then he had to put on the brakes when he saw no advance on the part of the lead runner in Encarnacion from second to third. The 0-1, it's a fastball that paints the black for a called strike, and it's 0-2 to Nelly Rodriguez. So the first 2 Revolution batters reached by way of a double and a hit batsman against Akil Mars, and now he's 2/3 away. 2/3 through from getting out of this inning unscathed. The 0-2. Fastball inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Revs come into this game with a 50-69 record, and they're 20-33 in the second half of play. .29-30 at home. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that retires the side. How about that? Akil Mars is able to get Nelly Rodriguez swinging, and he keeps the Revolution off of the scoreboard in the bottom of the first, despite the first 2 Revs batters getting on base. For York, no runs on 1 hit. There was a hit batsman and 1 runner left on base. We move to the top of the second from PeoplesBank Park, and we have no score between the Long Island Ducks and the York Revolution.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Dustin Woodcock, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Has drinking or substance abuse taken over your life? You are not alone, and recovery is possible. At FCA, our caring team members will work with you to identify a recovery plan that meets your needs. We have virtual and in-person services ranging from treatment to recovery, from prevention to crisis support. Go to our website, fcali.org or thriveli.org for more information and to start your recovery journey today.
PSEG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy-efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSEG Long Island offers money-saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money-saving rebates at psegLiny.com/save money.
The 2022 season of Ducks baseball is presented by Catholic Health. Visit them online at chsli.org. Catholic Health, long live Long Island. No score as we move to the top of the second. Eduardo Rivera had a 1-2-3 frame in the first on just 11 pitches thrown, striking out a pair and tallying a ground out. So here's Davidson Romero to lead off against the right-hander in the second frame. Romero, a right-handed batter wearing number 24 and playing third base. The first pitch is inside for ball one. Davidson is playing in game number 107, hitting .288 with 16 home runs and 72 runs batted in. Romero on Sunday was 0 for 3, but in his last at bat was hit by a pitch that came in the top half of the 8th inning. And because of that hit by pitch, Davidson now has a team best 25 game on base streak. 1-1 fastball misses high. So 2-1 is the count to Davidson and Romero. And the 2-1 pitch misses away, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch to Romero is a fly ball down the left field line, out of play. Defensively for the York Revolution, Nelly Rodriguez is at first base, Jeffrey Perez is at second, Elmer Reyes is the shortstop, and over at third it's Josue Herrera. Left to right in the outfield it's Melky Mesa, Connor Lee, and J.C. Encarnacion, with John Nunez catching Eduardo Rivera. The 3-2 pitch to Romero is fouled off as he keeps this at bat alive. Romero currently ranks second in the Atlantic League in on-base percentage at .422. Again, the 3-2 pitch. And it's a line drive to left center field. Giving chase is Melky Mesa. He will not get there as it one hops against the wall for an extra base hit. Romero rounds first and heads to second and will arrive in safely with a leadoff stand-up double. And for Davidson Romero, make it 26 consecutive games reaching base, adding to his season high, as he has the first hit of the night against Eduardo Rivera, his 22nd two-base hit of the season. So that will bring up Jose Sermo. A switch hitter batting left against the right-hander Rivera, wearing number 28 and playing first base. This is game number 19 for Jose. He's hitting .290 with a home run and 7 RBIs. Rivera's first pitch is upstairs for ball one. Sermo was 0 for 4 on Sunday against Staten Island. He has just 2 hits in his last 14 at-bats and a run scored. The 1-0 is taken on the inside corner for a called strike. Eduardo Rivera is making his 22nd appearance and 16th game start. He's 8-3 with a 4.47 earned run average. 1-1 to Sermo, and is grounded to the right side, foul. Rivera enters tonight's start having pitched 92 2/3 innings. He has allowed 49 runs on 76 hits. 46 of the 49 runs have been earned. He's walked 60 and struck out 82, with the opposition hitting .224 against him. So a high win total in 8, but the ERA is rather large too at 4.47. Fastballs in the dirt, knocked down by Nunez. Romero holds at second, and the count is even at 2-2 to Jose Sermo. Eduardo Rivera is 6'5" and weighs 240 pounds. He's 29 years old, originally from La Romana in the Dominican Republic, and now resides in Richmond, Virginia. He's peaked at the high A level in his professional career. The 2-2 to Sermo is fouled off. Jose Sermo has 3 hits in 10 at-bats this season against the York Revolution. A double, an RBI, and 2 runs scored, and he's also drawn 5 walks. This is a very patient team in the Long Island Ducks. Rivera's 2-2 to Sermo is fouled back. Sermo had a good cut on that fastball. The count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ducks enter tonight's ball game leading the Atlantic League in batting at .272. And they also have drawn the second most walks in the Atlantic League and have struck out the fewest times. Again, the 2-2. Fastball outside, and Sermo has run the count full. So after throwing just 11 pitches, retiring the side in order in the first, back-to-back full counts to begin the second inning from Eduardo Rivera. The payoff pitch is a curveball that misses inside, ball 4. Fans were celebrating another First National Bank LI walk to first. Go first, go far. So just as the Revs did in the bottom of the first against the Kilmars, here at the top of the second, the Ducks have the first 2 on. And we will get our first look at Trevor Achenbach, a right-handed batter wearing number 43 and playing second base. Rivera's first pitch to Achenbach is lined into left field for a base hit. It's fielded quickly by Melky Mesa. Holding at third is Romero. Advancing to second will be Sermo. Welcome to the Long Island Ducks, Trevor Achenbach. The first pitch he sees from Eduardo Rivera. He lines a clean single to left. And there's 3 Ducks on the pond with nobody out for Sue Lin. Lin is a left-handed batter wearing number 25. He's the shortstop tonight. And for Lin, this is game number 10 overall. He's hitting .357 with no home runs and 4 RBIs. First pitch fastball is taken belt high for a called strike. So an opportunity here for the Ducks to strike first against Eduardo Rivera. The 0-1 is a towering pop-up to the right side of the infield. The infield fly rule is called in foul territory. Nelly Rodriguez makes the catch, and that's a big first out for Eduardo Rivera. So the bases remain loaded for Joe DiCarlo. A right-handed batter wearing number 2. He's the catcher tonight for Joe. This is game number 106 overall. And DeCarlo's hitting .299 with 6 home runs and 49 RBIs. First pitch is foul to the screen. DeCarlo did not play in Sunday's game. He went 2 for 8 in the series versus the Ferry Hawks. One hit he had was a booming RBI double, 2 RBI double to straightaway center field. He also drew a pair of walks and scored a run. He has 17 hits this season versus York Revolution pitching. Oh, 1. Bounced in the dirt. Again knocked down by Nunez, and that levels the count at a ball and a strike. And of the 17 hits for DeCarlo versus the Revolution here in 2022, 6 have been for extra bases, 4 doubles, a triple, along with a home run. And has also driven in 5. He's scored 11 runs and has drawn 5 walks and been hit by a pitch. So very, very good statistical numbers for Joe DeCarlo. The 1-1 is a fastball swung on and missed. And the count is 1-2. The number 9 batter, Dustin Woodcock, waits on deck for the flock. DeCarlo is in his first season with the Ducks and first in the Atlantic League. The 1-2 bounces in front of the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Eduardo Rivera is in his 9th season of professional baseball, and this is his 2nd campaign with the York Revolution. He was signed by the New York Yankees in January of 2010 to begin his professional career, and also spent time in the Angels and Giants organizations. The 2-2 to DeCarlo is low and outside, full count. So this is the 3rd full count in 5 batters faced here in the top of the 2nd. And it's 3-2 to Joe DeCarlo with nowhere to put him. Bases loaded and 1 out on the top of the 2nd of a scoreless game. The payoff pitch is popped foul out of play. Eduardo Rivera is a power pitcher. He already has 2 strikeouts tonight. He was 6th in the Atlantic League in strikeouts last season. Again, the 3-2 pitch. And DeCarlo pops it up just over the pitcher's mound, and Eduardo Rivera moves under it and makes the catch with the infield fly rule called for out number 2. So the Ducks loaded the bases against the right-hander, and a foul out by Lynn to first base, and now a pop-up behind the mound by DeCarlo to the pitcher Rivera. Keeps the Ducks off of the scoreboard as it's left up to Dustin Woodcock. A left-handed batter wearing number 15 and playing right field. This is game number 95 for Woodcock overall. He's hitting .246 with 11 home runs and 39 runs batted in. He went 1 for 4 in the game against the Ferry Hawks on Sunday. The only action he saw in that 3-game series. First pitch, he's swung on and missed. And this would be a Houdini-like performance on the part of Eduardo Rivera if he could keep the Ducks off of the scoreboard after Long Island loaded the bases with nobody out. Nunez sets up away, and the pitch to Woodcock is a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Eduardo Rivera in his professional baseball career is 14-30 with an earned run average of 5.07. He has 13 saves, 457 strikeouts and 310 walks. The 0-2 to Woodcock. Misses high, 1-2. 28 pitches now thrown in this second inning by Eduardo Rivera. 39 pitches overall, 25 for strikes. The Ducks are trying not to prevent a golden opportunity from going by the wayside. The Ducks have the bases loaded with nobody out. The 1-2 to Woodcock is a slow roller to the left of home. It's barehanded by Rivera, and the throw to first is in time, side retired. How about Eduardo Rivera hustling off the mound to his right? His only play was to first base, and he makes a strong throw to Nelly Rodriguez, erasing Dustin Woodcock by a step. And that keeps the Ducks off of the scoreboard in the second. For Long Island, no runs on 2 hits. There was a walk, and the bases were left loaded in the middle of the second. We still have no score between the Long Island Ducks and York Revolution.
Hey fans, this is infielder Phil Caulfield, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant, or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Prato. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Fairfield Properties Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks, your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball.
The Ducks return home on Friday, September 9th to open a 3-game series against the Staten Island Ferry Hawks at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. First pitch is scheduled for 6:35 p.m. The first 1,500 fans in attendance will receive Cracker Jack and Scoop posters courtesy of Newsday. It's also an Ebbs Craft Beer Fountain Hard Seltzer takeover at the ballpark. Specials on Ebbs and Fountain will be available at the ballpark throughout the game. It's also an Angela's Pizza Friday as well, as Akil Morris fires strike one on the outside corner to Melky Mesa to start the last of the second. Mesa will be followed by John Nunez and Jeffrey Perez. A 1 pitch. Misses away, 1 ball and 1 strike. On the Angela's Pizza Friday, a player on the Fairhawks will be designated as the K-Man. If he strikes out during the game, all fans can show their ticket to enjoy $10 regular pies, normally $19 throughout the rest of the weekend at Angela's Pizzeria of Islip. Additionally, all fans can show any Ducks game ticket during the 2022 season at Angela's to receive 10% off their order. To purchase tickets, visit liducks.com, call 631-940-TIXX, or head on out to the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office. 3-1 is a count to Melky Mesa, a right-handed batter wearing number 29 and playing left field. And for Mesa, this is game number 93. He's hitting .273. Check that, .271 with 14 home runs and 69 runs batted in. He fouls the 3-1 pitch out of play. As Akil Morris has come back to work the count full. The 3-2 pitch is lined into center field, giving chase is Alejandro De Aza, and he makes the running catch. just in front of the warning track to retire Melky Mesa. So Mesa hit that one hard against the Kiel Mars, but De Anza got a nice jump on the baseball and was able to track it down. So 1 out and nobody on for John Nunez. Nunez, a switch hitter, batting left against the right-hander Mars, wearing number 21. He is the catcher tonight. And for Nunez, this is game number 50. He's hitting .301 with 5 home runs and 25 RBIs. Mars kicks and fires the first pitch to Nunez, and it's a fastball swung on and missed. Kiel Mars is making his 23rd game start. He enters tonight with a record of 5-9 and a 5.75 earned run average. 0-2 to Nunez. Mars was scratched just about 5 minutes before his last scheduled game start this past Wednesday against the Lancaster Barnstormers at Fairfield Properties Ballpark with a stiff neck. So his last start was against the same Lancaster Barnstormers on August 25th at Clipper Magazine Stadium. He registered a no decision in that game. 0-2 pitch is fouled back. The Ducks lost that contest 4-3 to the Barnstormers. And Mars in 6 innings allowed 3 runs on 8 hits, walking 4 and striking out 5. He threw 97 pitches in the outing, 54 for strikes, a 56% success ratio. The 0-2 pitch is fouled out of play. Morris allowed a bases-loaded walk to Trace Lair in the second, an RBI single to Colton Shaver in the third, and an RBI single to Anthony Peroni in the sixth for his 3 runs surrendered. 2 pitches inside, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mars enters this start having pitched 112 and 2/3 innings overall in his prior 22 contests. 1-2 is lined up the middle, and moving to his left is Sue Lin, and on the edge of the outfield grass he makes the catch for out number 2. So the bases are empty for Jeffrey Perez. Switch hitter batting left, wearing number 2 and playing second base. For Perez, this is game number 95. The batting average stands at .269. He has 7 home runs and 29 RBIs. Morris's first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Fastball is taken on the inner half for a called strike. Kiel Mars in his 112 and 2/3 innings entering tonight has allowed 78 runs, 72 earned runs on 125 hits. 1-1 is fouled off, and it's 1-2. With the hit batsman in the first inning of Elmer Reyes, Mars has now plunked 8 batters on the season. He's given up 18 home runs and has 61 walks and 86 strikeouts. 1-2 is lined to the left side, and going to his right and making the catch is Sue Lin to end the inning. The Ducks just retired the Revolution. 1-2-3, making this another PSEG Long Island Energy efficient inning. With energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island, saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/efficiency. It's just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. We move to the top of the third from PeoplesBank Park, and we still have no score between the Long Island Ducks and York Revolution.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Joe Iorio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Has drinking or substance abuse taken over your life? You are not alone, and recovery is possible. At FCA, our caring team members will work with you to identify a recovery plan that meets your needs. We have virtual and in-person services ranging from treatment to recovery, from prevention to crisis support. Go to our website, fcali.org or thriveli.org for more information and to start your recovery journey today.
PSEG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy-efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSEG Long Island offers money-saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money-saving rebates at pseglyny.com/save money.
No score as we move to the top of the third. And the Ducks get their second look against Eduardo Rivera as Phil Caulfield takes strike one on the inside corner from the Revs right-hander. Caulfield will be followed by L.J. Mazzilli and Alejandro de Asa. Phil gave the keynote in tonight's game, striking out looking against Rivera. The Ducks had the bases loaded and nobody out in the second, but did not score. 0-2 to Caulfield, misses low. Akil Morris picked up his first 1-2-3 frame in the last of the second inning on 17 pitches thrown. Caulfield fouls the 1-2 pitch back. Again, the 1-2. And that's in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tonight marks the 13th meeting of the season and 286th all-time between the Ducks and Revolution. Long Island leads the all-time series 150 to 135, but York holds a 74-67 advantage at PeoplesBank Park. The Ducks have won 9 of the first 12 meetings of 2022 and are 3-0 thus far in the Keystone State. The two sides will meet 16 times in 2022. These are the last 4 meetings of the regular season between these two ball clubs. The 2-2 pitch is a swing and a miss as Caulfield chases one out of the zone. And Nunez slaps the tag on the Ducks leadoff batter. And that's 3 strikeouts in the ballgame now for Eduardo Rivera. L.J. Mazzilli struck out looking his first time up. Followed all season long as the Long Island Ducks team up with Island Federal Credit Union to hit home runs for hunger. Mazzilli breaks his bat and grounds the first pitch to the third baseman Herrera, and he fires low across the diamond, scooped out of the dirt by Nelly Rodriguez. Score at 5-3. And that's the second out here in the top half of inning number 3. 5 in a row now retired by Eduardo Rivera. Alejandro de Asa grounded out to Jeffrey Perez at second to end the top half of inning number 1. So with home runs for hunger, every time a Ducks player hits a home run at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, Island Federal will donate $100 to Long Island Cares in an effort to help improve food security for families on Long Island. Island Federal Credit Union catch the wave to better banking. The Ducks have hit 54 home runs on the duck pond this year. So thus far, $5,400 has been donated to Long Island Cares, courtesy of Home Runs for Hunger, the Long Island Ducks, and Island Federal Credit Union. 1-1 is the count to Alejandro de Asa. 2 out and nobody on in the top of the third of a scoreless game from PeoplesBank Park. Rivera's 1-1. Is lined down the left field line, and that's going to drop in for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. De Asa rounds first and heads to second. Here comes the throw, and it gets away from Jeffrey Perez, backed up by Nelly Rodriguez. And Alejandro de Asa is on board with an opposite field 2-out stand-up double. For De Aza, it is his 32nd two-base hit of the season. And the Ducks have a runner in scoring position for Davidson Romero. De Aza came into tonight's game fourth in the Atlantic League in doubles with 31. So that's number 32 on the season, as he takes one the other way against Rivera. Here's Romero, who had his 22nd double of the season back in the second, which extended his on-base streak to a team high 26 consecutive games overall. Is fouled off. Romero has a great eye at the plate. He's third in the Atlantic League in walks and ninth in OPS at .901. 16 home runs and 22 doubles have really helped that OPS. And with his double to begin his night this evening, he has now reached base safely in 46 of his last 48 games going back to July 9th, earning at least one hit in 38 of those 48 contests. Really good numbers for Romero. The 1-1 is in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. And prior to tonight's game, with that 25-game on-base streak, Romero had a .333 batting average with 5 doubles, 4 homers, and 26 RBIs, along with 14 runs, 18 walks, and a .480 on-base percentage. Those numbers are completely off the charts. 2-1 fastball is on the outside corner for a called strike, and that evens the count at 2-2. And Romero looks visibly frustrated with home plate umpire Buzz Albert on that last pitch thrown. See if Rivera goes back to the sinker here on 2-2. He does, and Romero hits a fly ball to shallow left field. In comes Melky Mesa. He's under it and makes the one-handed catch to end the inning. In the top of the third for the Flock, no runs on 1 hit and 1 runner left on base. In the middle of the third, we still have no score.
Hey fans, this is infielder Vladimir Frias, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body. Because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
No score as we move to the last of the third from PeoplesBank Park. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League and see what's happening locally in Major League Baseball as we move along here at Staten Island University Hospital Community Park in Staten Island, New York. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and Staten Island Ferry Hawks game has been postponed due to rain. Blue Crabs, the first half North Division champions, are getting ready for the postseason. They trail the Lancaster Barnstormers by 5 games for first place in the second half of the North Division standings. As Josue Herrera will lead off for the Revs. He will be followed by Connor Lean and JC Encarnacion, 8-9-1 in the order. Herrera, a left-handed batter wearing number 7 and playing second base. Morris's first pitch to Herrera is a fastball taken letter high for a called strike 1. Herrera is playing in game number 84 for York, hitting .238 with 7 home runs and 44 runs batted in. Morris is 0-1. Is fouled to our left, out of play. Defensively for the Flock, Jose Sermo is at first base. Trevor Achenbach is at second. Sue Lin is the shortstop, and Davidson Romero is over at third. LJ Mazzilli is in left field. Alejandro De Aza is the center fielder. Dustin Woodcock is in right field. And Joe DiCarlo catches Akil Morris. The 0-2 pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Herrera is erased on 3 pitches, and that is the second strikeout in the ball game for Akil Morris. So 1 out and nobody on for the number 9 hitter Connor Lean. He's a right-handed batter wearing number 6 and playing center field. For Lean, he is playing in game number 95 combined with the Lancaster Barnstormers, Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and York Revolution. So he is on his 3rd ball club here in 2022 in the Atlantic League. Morris is 1-0. He's taken for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Lean is playing in game number 95, as I mentioned, hitting .254 with 14 home runs and 47 RBIs. This is his 81st game with the Revs. He's hitting .242 with 13 homers and 37 driven in a York uniform. Morris blows the fastball by Lean to get ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out and nobody on in the last of the 3rd of a scoreless game. The 1-2 pitch is tapped foul. Akil Morris is 6'1" and weighs 205 pounds. He is 29 years old, from Orlando, Florida. For Akil, this is his 12th season of professional baseball. Again, the 1-2, and that's low and outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And for Akil Morris, this is his 2nd season with the Ducks and 3rd season in the Atlantic League. The 2-2 pitch is a breaking ball that misses low, full count. JC Encarnacion, the leadoff batter for the Revs, waits on deck. From the wind, Morris's payoff pitch to Lean. Just misses outside, ball 4. So Lean is on board with a 1-out free pass. The first walk of the night issued by Akil Morris, and it's back to the top of the order, and JC Encarnacion. Encarnacion, a right-handed batter wearing number 16 and playing right field. This is game number 97. He's hitting .279 with 13 home runs and 55 RBIs. He had his 27th double of the season in his first at bat against Akil Morris, as he pulls this first pitch down the 3rd baseline, foul. So Morris appears to be much better tonight. Not showing any signs of the stiff neck. Lean is running. The pitch is taken for a called strike, and the throw to second is not in time. So Connor Lean advances into scoring position at second base. And for Lean, that is his 11th stolen base of the season. For a team in York that is last in the Atlantic League in stolen bases with 85. Count is 0-2 to Encarnacion. And Morris's pitch is lifted in the air down the left field line, out of play. Akil Morris has very good numbers this season against the York Revolution. In 2 game starts, he's 1-0 with an earned run average of just 1.5. Trying to carry over that success here tonight in start number 3. Again, the 0-2 is a little pop-up to the left side of the infield, and on the outfield grass, Sue Lin, the shortstop, makes the catch to retire Encarnacion. So Lin back at second base, and there's 2 away now for Elmer Reyes, who was hit by a pitch his first time up and was picked off of first base with runners at first and second with nobody out. He's a right-handed batter wearing number 13 and is getting the start at shortstop tonight with 9 home runs and 59 runs batted in. First pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Akil Morris enters tonight having allowed just 2 runs on 12 hits. 2 runs on 9 hits in 12 innings versus the York Revolution, walking 4 and striking out 8. The 1-0 pitch is a fly ball down the right field line. On the run is Dustin Woodcock. And in foul territory, does he make the catch? Yes, he does. Slide retired. What a play by Dustin Woodcock in foul ground. He had a lot of real estate to cover, and he was able to track it down to erase Elmer Reyes and the York Revolution here in the bottom of the 3rd. For the Revs, no runs, no hits, a walk, a stolen base, and 1 man left in scoring position. We move to the top of the 4th from PeoplesBank Park, and we still have no score.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Akil Morris, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trades, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah. They got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
The Ducks Health Report is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. And good news to report for the Long Island Ducks. They are healthy and ready to make a push for the postseason, as the Ducks currently have no players that are on the disabled list for this stretch run. And that has to make Wally Backman, Mark Wiedemeyer, and Lou Ford very happy campers, as they have a healthy roster moving forward. As Jose Sermo on the 1-0 pitch lifts a fly ball towards shallow center field. Out goes the second baseman, Jeffrey Perez. In comes Connor Lean, and it's Perez who makes the catch for the first out. Sermo walked his first time up back in the second, and now is he raced on the pop-up to start the 4th. So that will bring up Trevor Achenbach, who on the first pitch thrown by Eduardo Rivera lined a clean single to left. And now the second pitch he sees, Achenbach gets hit by the pitch. So Achenbach, a single and a hit batsman in his first 2 plate appearances as a member of the Long Island Ducks. And the Flock have a 1-out base runner. for Su-Wei Lin. Lin with the bases loaded fouled out to Nelly Rodriguez at first back in the second. So Achenbach, a perfect on-base percentage to start his career with the Ducks. Lin cracks the first pitch deep down the right field line, foul. Just a little out in front of that slider thrown by Eduardo Rivera. A 1 pitch. It's fouled away, and quickly it's 0-2 to Su-Wei Lin. The Revs are 50-69 on the season, 20-34 in the second half, and 29-30 here at PeoplesBank Park. The 0-2 is lined down the right field line. Foul. So the count remains 0-2 to Su-Wei Lin. The Revs are looking to snap a 5-game losing streak. They limp home here to PeoplesBank Park after having been swept over the weekend at Truist Point by the High Point Rockers. Again, the 0-2, and that is in the dirt, and it gets away from the catcher Nunez, and the wild pitch advances Achenbach into scoring position at second base. So for Rivera, that is his 11th wild pitch thrown this season. He's also surrendered 14 home runs, but has that .224 batting average against. 1-2. This is low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lin looks back at Achenbach at second. The 2-2, I should say Rivera to Lin, is a curveball taken at the knees for a called strike 3. As Lin goes down looking for the second out. That's 4 strikeouts now on the night for Eduardo Rivera. And the inning will be left up to Joe DiCarlo, who with the bases loaded hit a pop-up just behind the pitcher's mound that was caught by Rivera for the second out back in inning number 2. Achenbach dancing off the second base bag. First pitch to DiCarlo is a fly ball down the right field line, and that will go out of play. Eduardo Rivera is making his first appearance against the Long Island Ducks this season. 0-1 to DiCarlo is low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Rivera had a complete game, throwing 9 innings on September 21st of last season here at PeoplesBank Park against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. He can go deep into a ball game. Well, the Ducks are making him work after a rather easy first inning in which he retired the side in order on 11 pitches. He threw 29 pitches in the second inning, and now has 68 pitches thrown thus far, 12 of them here in the fourth. 43 of the 68 have been for strikes. The 2-1 to DiCarlo is lined into center field for a base hit. Achenbach is being waved home. It's fielded by Lean. Achenbach will score without a throw. It's a 2-out RBI single for Joe DiCarlo, and the Ducks are on the board first here against Eduardo Rivera in the fourth as they take a 1-0 lead. So DiCarlo gets the job done with a big 2-out base knock. And for Joe DiCarlo, that is his 50th run batted in of the season. And it gets the Ducks on the board for the first time versus Eduardo Rivera. So the wild pitch proves costly, and Achenbach advanced into scoring position after being plunked earlier in the fourth. And now Dustin Woodcock steps in. He takes the first pitch low and inside for ball one. Woodcock with the bases loaded hit a slow ground ball to the right of the pitcher's mound that was barehanded by Rivera, and he made a strong throw to first to erase Dustin by a step. And that ended the second inning with the Ducks leaving 3 runners on base. Woodcock lines it into center field. To his left is Connor Lean. He moves under and makes the catch, and that retires a side. But the Ducks take the lead against Eduardo Rivera here in the top of the fourth as they pick up 1 run on 1 hit. And there was 1 runner left on base. In the middle of the fourth, Long Island now leads York by the score of 1-0.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Alejandro de Asa, and you are listening to Dog Baseball on the Long Island Dog Broadcast Network.
Last night while my husband was sleeping, he shouted, "Baby, I want more." And I said, "What more could you want? You got me." And he said, "I was dreaming about a new house." So we went online to First National Bank of Long Island and applied for a mortgage. Best night of my life.
With competitive mortgage rates and flexible solutions, First National is the local bank that always puts you first. Let's connect at fnbli.com. First National. Go first. Go far. The First National Bank of Long Island, member FDIC. Equal opportunity lender. Equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval.
Hey kids, are you ready to be part of the coolest club in town? If so, sign up today for the Long Island Ducks Kids Club presented by Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Children 14 and under will receive exclusive perks that only come with being a member, including a free ticket to a Ducks game, a free commemorative yearbook, 10% off at the Waddle Inn Shop, and much more. They'll also receive priority access to skip the line during Kids Run the Bases at all Sunday home games. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825, and we'll see you at the ballpark.
The Ducks take on the Staten Island Ferry Hawks in Game 2 of a 3-game weekend series on Saturday, September 10th at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. First pitch is scheduled for 6:35 p.m. Following the game, all fans in attendance will be treated to a fireworks spectacular presented by Forte Construction, Tap Electric, and BR Construction Group. It's a lemonade stand at Main and Vine Wine Down Saturday as well. All fans will be welcomed to visit the Duck Club restaurant and bar to enjoy a wine tasting event of featured products. It's also a Lucky Seat Saturday presented by Long Island MacArthur Airport. During the game, the Ducks will be selecting a lucky fan in the ballpark who will win a free round trip for 2 on Breeze Airways nonstop to Charleston, South Carolina. To purchase tickets, visit liducks.com, call 631-940-TIXX, or head on down to the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office. And that is going to be the final regular season post-game fireworks spectacular. So come on out and enjoy it as the Long Island Ducks take on the Staten Island Ferry Hawks in the continuation of the Battle of the Belt. Akil Morris has a 1-0 lead as the Revs come to bat here in the last of the fourth. They'll send the heart of the order up. First pitch to Telvin Nash is a fastball that is taken belt high for a called strike one. Nash will be followed by Nelly Rodriguez and Melky Mesa. Nash fouled out to Davidson Romero, third base, his first time up. The 0-1. There's a broken bat line drive into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So Telvin Nash has his first hit of the evening. The second surrendered by Akil Morris. And the Revs have a leadoff base runner for the second time tonight. As Nelly Rodriguez steps in, he struck out swinging his first time up. 1 of 2 strikeouts thus far in the ballgame for Akil Morris. We'll look again at the out-of-town scoreboard also in the Atlantic League and see what's happening locally in Major League Baseball as we move along here in the fourth. I mentioned the Staten Island Ferryhawks and Southern Maryland Blue Crabs have been postponed tonight due to rain at Staten Island University Hospital Community Park. First pitch is a swing and a miss to Rodriguez. Down in Charleston, West Virginia, the Charleston Dirty Birds have a 1-0 lead on the Lexington Legends in the bottom of the fourth inning. As those two South Division rivals face off, the Legends, the reigning Atlantic League champions. Rodriguez hits a towering fly ball to left field. Out goes Lynn, in comes Mazzilli, and it's LJ Mazzilli who makes the catch for the first out. We don't want any rain here tonight at PeoplesBank Park, but that fly ball could have brought rain. That's how high up in the air it was hit. But it came down into the glove of LJ Mazzilli as Rodriguez is retired. So 1 out and 1 on now for Melky Mesa, who lined out sharply to Alejandro De Alza in center field his first time up. At Truist Point in High Point, North Carolina, the Lancaster Barnstormers have a 4-3 lead on the High Point Rockers in the top half of inning number 4. So that's some good news coming out of the Tar Heel State. The Ducks trail the Rockers by 6.5 games in the wild card standings. 2-0 to Mesa. For Lancaster, Sandoval has hit his 4th home run of the season. Boy, the lone round tripper in that contest. 2-0 pitch is a swing and a miss. Good changeup from Morris as he pulls the string on Mesa. The Barnstormers are playing in their 4th leg of a season-long 15-game road trip. They're 6-3 thus far in the first 9 games played. Mesa hits a high fly ball to right center field. Camping under it is Dustin Woodcock, and just shy of the warning track, he makes the catch, 2 men away. So that will bring up John Nunez, who lined out to Sue Lin, the shortstop, back in inning number 2. So the Ducks are fans of the Lancaster Barnstormers for the next 3 days, hoping that Lancaster can keep piling up the victories as they take on the Rockers in High Point. First pitch to Nunez misses down low for ball 1. At Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky, the first half South Division champion and second half South Division leading Gastonia Honey Hunters have a 2-0 lead on the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes in the bottom of the 4th. So good news coming from both Truist Point and Wild Health Field early on in the out-of-town scoreboard for the Ducks. The Ducks trail the Genomes by 4 games in the wild card standings. So a lot of ground to cover for Long Island. But they're still alive mathematically, and that's all you could ask for at this point in the season. 3-0 is the count to John Nunez. Many other teams are wishing to be in a position that the Ducks are in, with those ball clubs having already been mathematically eliminated from division and wild card contention. So credit the Ducks. They're fighting hard moving forward. 3-0. Misses high, ball 4. So Nunez is on board with a 4-pitch walk. And that moves the tying run in at Nash to second base on the second free pass, surrendered by Akil Morris. And the batter will now be Jeffrey Perez, who also lined out to Sue Lin, the shortstop, his first time up. The Mets and Pirates were postponed due to rain in their series opener yesterday in Pittsburgh. And tonight the Pirates have a 3-0 lead on the Metropolitans in the top of the 4th. Castro has hit his 6th home run for Pittsburgh. Keller against Taijuan Walker in that game. Mets are a game up on the Braves for first place in the National League East. That's now 5 in a row out of the strike zone by Akil Morris, as it's 1-0 to Jeffrey Perez. The Yankees had their game postponed tonight against the Twins in Minnesota. They have a 5-game lead on the Rays for first place in the American League East. 1-0 is fouled off. The Rays have a 5-2 lead on the Red Sox at Tropicana Field in the top of the 4th. Rosarena home run number 19 for Tampa. Casas his first home run for the Red Sox. So the Rays can get to within 4.5 games of the Yankees, who were postponed tonight, if they are victorious versus the Boston Red Sox at home. The Rays trail the Yankees by 4 games in the loss column. Nash the runner at second, Nunez at first. The 1-1. As a fastball inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. The red-hot Atlanta Braves are about to get underway. They're actually out west taking on the Oakland Athletics. Right for Atlanta, Irvin for Oakland in that one. 2-1 pitch. It's fouled out of play. Talking about the National League East standings, winning that division is gigantic. You get a bye automatically into the division series, and you'll have home field advantage until the National League Championship Series, most likely, if the Dodgers get that far. They are the top seed right now. 2-2 pitches fouled back, and the division winner has an advantage twofold, in the sense that, let's just say the Mets win the division. They get the number 2 seed. They don't have to play in that wild card series. And Atlanta would be the first wild card team. They'd be the number 4 seed. You do not reseed teams in the postseason. So that means a potential division series could see the Braves taking on the Dodgers. So the Mets, if they could advance, and again, I'm really looking forward and projecting, if everybody holds serve, the 3 seed right now is the St. Louis Cardinals. That would be a very tough division series, best of 5. But if you can find a way to win that series, one of the 2 teams that are the top 3 in the National League will be eliminated in the Dodgers or the Braves in that division series. 2-2 pitch is a fly ball. Now it's a pop-up into shallow left field, and backpedaling onto the outfield grass is Su-Wei Lin. The shortstop makes the catch, and that retires the side. So it's a shutdown frame for Akil Morris in the 4th. For the Revs, no runs on 1 hit, a walk, and 2 runners left on base. We move to the top of the 5th from PeoplesBank Park in York, Pennsylvania, with the Long Island Ducks out in front of the York Revolution by the score of 1-0.
Hey fans, this is Scott Harkin, right-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe's got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912. And be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Hey Hey kids, are you looking for even more fun when you come out to a Long Island Ducks game? Then be sure to head on over to the Ducks Fun Zone. It's located on the main concourse down the right field line. There you'll find 3 fun-filled inflatables, including the Duck Tail Slide, the Bounce House, and an obstacle course. Enjoy unlimited access to all 3 inflatables for just $5 every game. That's the Long Island Ducks Fun Zone, open during all home games at Fairfield Properties Ballpark.
It's time for tonight's 5th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. So we'll bring you that question as we move along here in the 5th. And the Ducks have a 1-0 lead on Eduardo Rivera, as they send the top of the order up for the 3rd go-around against the right-hander. First pitch to Phil Caulfield is a fastball taken on the inner half for a called strike 1. Caulfield will be followed by L.J. Mazzilli and Alejandro De Aza. Phil has struck out both times, looking in the 1st and swinging in the 3rd. 2 of the 4 strikeouts thus far in the ballgame for Eduardo Rivera. One fastball misses, and it's 2-1 to Phil Caulfield. So tonight's trivia question focuses on Atlantic League of Professional Baseball Championships. Slow roller foul. And that evens the count at 2-2. And for tonight's trivia question, we ask you, which 3 Atlantic League franchises have won back-to-back ALPB championships? There's 3 teams in Atlantic League history that have won consecutive Atlantic League championships. Full count to Caulfield. Name the 3 teams that have won back-to-back ALPB championships in the history of the Atlantic League. Caulfield looking to get on base to start the top of the 5th. The Ducks have out-hit the Revs 4-2, and the payoff pitch misses outside, ball 4. Fans were celebrating another First National Bank LI walk to first, go far. And for Eduardo Rivera, that is the 2nd walk that he has issued tonight. And the Ducks have a leadoff base runner for L.J. Mazzilli, who has struck out looking and grounds it out to 3rd. So the leadoff man is on for the 2nd time against Rivera. First pitch to the birthday boy is a fly ball down the right field line. On the run is Encarnacion, but it drops in front of him for a foul ball. And it's 0-1 to L.J. Mazzilli. The Ducks are in the 2nd leg of this 7-game 2-state road trip. Last night's series opener was postponed due to rain. That'll be made up as part of a single admission doubleheader tomorrow. A first pitch in Game 1 at 5 o'clock. Both games slated for 7 innings, with Game 2 taking place 30 minutes after Game 1. Mazzilli, it's a fly ball to left center field. Giving chase is Melky Mesa, looking up, and that ball is over the wall. Touch 'em all. Happy birthday, L.J. Mazzilli. He launches a 2-run home run against Eduardo Rivera, and the Ducks now lead it by the score of 3-0. So for L.J. Mazzilli, that is his 10th home run of the season, and RBIs 42 and 43. And what more could L.J. Mazzilli ask for on his birthday better than a 2-run home run over the left center field wall just in front of the carousel here at PeoplesBank Park. So the Ducks extend their advantage as Mazzilli gets a hold of one and cracks it over the left center field wall. First pitch to Alejandro De Aza, and De Aza is hit by the pitch. walk, a 2-run home run, and now a hit batsman. The second batter that Rivera has hit tonight puts a runner at first with nobody out for Davidson Romero. Romero is 1 for 2 with a double. For the Revolution, that is the 124th home run they have allowed this season as a staff, the 3rd most in the Atlantic League. First pitch to Romero is low and outside for ball 1. And on the flip side, offensively for the Ducks, that is their 97th home run this season. They are 7th in the Atlantic League in that category. 1-1 to Romero. That's now a team high 15 home runs allowed by Eduardo Rivera here in 2022. So a leadoff walk, a 2-run home run, and a hit batsman here in the 5th for the Ducks. Romero grounds it sharply to third. It's cut off by Herrera. He bobbles it momentarily and recovers and throws to second in time to retire the lead runner in Alejandro De Aza for the first out. De Aza looked like he may have been spiked at second base as he is limping towards the third base dugout. So unfortunately for Herrera, he had a chance at turning a double play, but only is able to record the sure out at second. The field of choice goes 5-4, and there's 1 out and 1 on for Jose Sermo, who has walked and popped out to second base. First pitch is a fastball low for ball 1. No pitch is fouled off, and that evens the count at a ball and a strike. Now we're meeting at the mound between Nunez and Rivera. So how about LJ Mazzilli getting the start tonight on his birthday? And he launches a 2-run home run. Mazzilli celebrating his 32nd birthday today. 1-2 to Sermo. And you wonder how many times in his baseball career, from little leagues all the way up to the professional level, that LJ Mazzilli has hit a home run on his birthday. I'll have to try to ask him post-game and see if this is the first. A 1-2 is fouled off by Sermo. As I mentioned, also celebrating a birthday today is Vladimir Frias. He's 36. Not in the starting lineup this evening, but we want to wish him a happy birthday. And also one more time to my nephew Brady, also celebrating a birthday, his 16th. So happy birthday, Brady. Again, the 1-2 to Sermo is a fly ball to left center field. Pretty well hit. Going back is Connor Lean, and he leaps and cannot make the play as it is over the wall. Touch 'em all. Jose Sermo launches an opposite field 2-run home run, the second 2-run home run of the inning, given up by Eduardo Rivera, makes it 5-0 in favor of the Flock. That ball kept carrying and carrying, and it just eluded the leaping Connor Lean. And for Jose Sermo, that is his second home run as a member of the Ducks. And RBIs 8 and 9 have given the visitors a 5-0 cushion here in the 5th. pair of 2-run home runs. And the first pitch to Trevor Achenbach is cracked foul down the left field line out of play. One pitch is outside, and that levels the count at a ball and a strike. Achenbach in his Long Island Ducks debut has singled, been hit by a pitch, and scored a run. Achenbach pops it up to the right side. And it's dropped by Nelly Rodriguez, and Achenbach is safe. So Nelly Rodriguez called off the pitcher, Eduardo Rivera, and then could not make the play. And it'll be an error charge to Nelly Rodriguez. And the Ducks have a base runner in Achenbach, still nobody out. And the 7th man to bat in the inning is Sue Lin. Lin takes the first pitch on the inside corner for a called strike one. Lin tonight has fouled out to first and struck out looking. A 1-0 fastball is 0-1 fastball is upstairs, and that levels the count at a ball and a strike. Achenbach the runner at first. Pitch to Lin. There's a fastball that dots the outside corner for a called strike, and it's 1-2. One-two is a swing and a miss for strike three. Lin is retired. That's actually the second out of the inning. The first out was recorded by Romero as he hit into a fielder's choice. So that's 5 strikeouts now on the night for Eduardo Rivera. Achenbach remains at first, and the 8th man to come to the plate is Joe DiCarlo. DiCarlo is 1 for 2. He had an RBI single back in the 4th that plated Trevor Achenbach with the game's first run. Fastball misses high, and it's 1-0 to the Ducks backstop. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Four runs a home for Long Island here in the 5th. They have a 5-0 lead. 2-0 to DiCarlo is lined down the left field line foul. And the count is 2-1 to Joe DiCarlo. DiCarlo spent the 2021 season in the Chicago White Sox organization, combining to play 52 games with AA Birmingham and at AAA Charlotte. Now here, playing for the Ducks. Curveball bends in for a called strike, and that levels the count at 2-2. Joe was originally selected by the Seattle Mariners in the 2nd round of the 2012 amateur draft out of Garnet Valley High School in Glen Mills, Pennsylvania. DiCarlo lines it to left, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Achenbach takes a wide turn and holds at second. And Joe DiCarlo has his 2nd hit of the night. He's 2 for 3. And the Ducks have sent 9 batters to the plate, as the 9th man to hit will be Dustin Woodcock. 3 hits in the inning for the Flock. And DiCarlo, who came in with a .299 batting average. ups that number with his 2 hits tonight. He'll be over the 300 mark with his 2nd hit in this ball game. Dustin Woodcock is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and lined out. That is now 29 multi-hit games for Joe DiCarlo this season. And he has his batting average now at .302. Just a tremendous season for Joe, both offensively and defensively. He calls a great game behind the plate and is one of those utility players who has also gotten the nod to start a few games defensively on the infield. First pitch to Woodcock misses low for ball 1. DiCarlo has played 9 games at second base this season and 15 games over at third base. This is his 69th game as a catcher. And he's been a DH 9 times this year as well. 1-0 is lined into center field, and that is going to be caught on the slide by Connor Lean to end the inning. Lean takes a base hit and an RBI away from Dustin Woodcock as he makes the sliding catch on the backhand to retire the side. Well, the Ducks send 9 batters to the plate against Eduardo Rivera here in the 5th and add to the lead as they score 4 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on base. We've reached the midway point of tonight's ballgame. After 4.5 innings of play, the score is now Long Island Ducks 5 and the York Revolution 0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Chris Cepeda. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Has drinking or substance abuse taken over your life? You are not alone, and recovery is possible. At FCA, our caring team members will work with you to identify a recovery plan that meets your needs. We have virtual and in-person services ranging from treatment to recovery, from prevention to crisis support. Go to our website, fcali.org or thriveli.org for more information and to start your recovery journey today. Millennium Container Service is fulfilling the needs of businesses and homes across Long Island. They provide waste and recycling services plus a variety of dumpster rental options for any project. Millennium Container Service offers convenient, on-time deliveries and pickups, as well as daily, weekly, and monthly commercial service. Need a quote? Call 516-826-5544 or visit millenniumcontainer.com. Millennium Container Service. Keep your home and business clean.
A pair of 2-run home runs by L.J. Mazzilli and Jose Sermo makes it 5-0 in favor of the Ducks over the York Revolution halfway through tonight's ball game. So Akil Morris has 5 runs in his back pocket as the Revs come to the plate looking to cut into this deficit. Morris has tossed 4 scoreless innings thus far on 2 hits allowed. Walking and striking out to with 1 hit batsman. Josue Herrera will lead off for York. He'll be followed by Connor Lean and J.C. Encarnacion. 8, 9, and 1 in the order. Morris's first pitch to Herrera is a fastball that misses away for ball 1. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Long Island. The Ducks have stranded 7. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Revs. And they have left 4 men on base. 2-0 is the count to Josue Herrera. Fastball just misses 3-0. Akil Morris is making his 10th career appearance and 5th game start versus York. He's 1-0 with a 3.46 earned run average. And the 3-0 pitch misses inside, and it's a 4-pitch leadoff walk to Herrera to start the last of the 5th. Third of the night issued by Akil Morris. And it'll bring up the number 9 batter, Connor Lean, who walked and stole a base back in the 3rd. Morris in 26 innings in his career against the Revs has allowed 11 runs, 10 earned on 24 hits, walking 11 and striking out 14. Fastball misses up high for ball 1, and that's 5 in a row out of the strike zone for Akil Morris. And now Joe DiCarlo asks for time. And we'll go out and have a discussion with his starting pitcher. It's been a roller coaster season for Akil Morris on the mound. Over his first 7 starts to begin 2022, he was 0-4 with an 8.13 earned run average, conceding 29 runs, 28 earned over 31 innings. So he was slow out of the gate, but then started to bounce back nicely. In a span of 9 starts from June 2nd to July 16th, Morris had a 4-2 record and an earned run average of an even 3, allowing just 18 runs, 17 earned over 51 innings. 2-1 to Lean. In the following 3 starts, Akil went 0-3 with a 13.83 ERA, yielding 21 earned runs in 13 2/3 innings. And since then, in his last 3 starts, he's given up just 6 runs in 17 innings. A 3.18 earned run average. So it's really been feast or famine for Akil Morris this season. But he's in a stretch now of some good pitching. And after issuing a 4-pitch walk to Herrera, he's behind 3-1 to Connor Lean. And Lean swings through the fastball. And it's a full count to the number 9 batter and center fielder for the York Revolution. The payoff pitch to Lean. Strike 3 called. So Lean goes down looking on the fastball for the first out. And that is 3 strikeouts in the ball game for Akil Morris. Now it's back to the top of the order for the 3rd go-around, and J.C. Encarnacion, who has doubled and popped out to short. First pitch to Encarnacion is a fastball that misses high for ball 1. Akil Morris has spent 3 seasons in the major leagues with the New York Mets, Atlanta Braves, and Los Angeles Angels. Pitched for the Mets in 2015, the Bravos in 2017, and the Halos in 2018. 1-0. Is in the dirt. DiCarlo slides to his right and knocks it down, and it's 2 balls and no strikes to J.C. Encarnacion. In 18 major league games, Morris has compiled a 6.14 earned run average and 16 strikeouts, along with 15 walks in 22 innings. In 2017 with the Braves, he surrendered just 1 run and struck out 9 batters over 7 1/3 innings pitched. 2-0 pitch is low and outside, 3-0. So he's struggling with his command here in the 5th after being handed a 5-0 lead. He did strike out Lean after falling behind 3-1. And prior, Herrera drew a 4-pitch walk. 3-0 pitch here is down low, ball 4. So 2 4-pitch walks to the first 3 batters faced in the 5th by Akil Morris. Puts runners at first and second with 1 down for Elmer Reyes. Reyes was hit by a pitch in the first, and as the trail runner behind Encarnacion at first base, he was picked off and then fouled out to Dustin Woodcock down the right field line in the third. Somebody missed a sign in that pickoff of Reyes. I don't know if it was Encarnacion or Reyes. Reyes was in motion, and Encarnacion was just dancing off the second base bag. That pitch gets past the catcher, Joe DiCarlo, and both runners advance. And it's a pass ball charged to Joe DiCarlo. And that puts two in scoring position with one down. And the count 1-0 to Elmer Reyes. So again, going back to that situation with Reyes, he was heading towards second base, but Encarnacion was not advancing to third, and it was a real heads-up play on the part of DiCarlo. As he fired it back to first, waiting for it was Jose Sermo, and he slapped the tag on Reyes as the pickoff went 2-3. And after the Revs had the first two on with nobody out, Morris was able to put up a 0 in the bottom of the first. 1-0 pitch is taken for a called strike, and it's 1-1 now to Elmer Reyes. Morris works from the windup. The 1-1 is outside, 2-1. So an opportunity here for the Revs to get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. They trail 5-0. 2-1 is low and outside, 3-1. A 3-1 pitch is a pop-up into foul territory, first base side. Moving under is Jose Sermo. He has room and makes the catch, and that is a king-sized out number 2 for Akil Morris. Runners have to remain at second and third. And now the inning is left up to Telvin Nash, who has fouled out to third and singled 1 for 2. A right-handed batter wearing number 23. He is the designated hitter tonight. For Nash, this is game number 43. He's hitting .260 with 10 home runs and 24 RBIs. From the wind, Morris's first pitch is a fastball taken letter high for a called strike 1. Of Nash's 10 home runs, 8 of them have come here at PeoplesBank Park this season. 1 fastball is inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Morris has gone to his cut fastball early and often tonight. The 1-1 is low and away, 2-1. Morris was selected by the Mets in the 10th round of the 2010 amateur draft out of Charlotte Amalie High School in St. Thomas, the U.S. Virgin Islands. 2-1 pitch is fouled out of play. Morris pitched a perfect game in December 2019 while in high school, striking out all 15 batters he faced. You may be saying to yourself, he was playing baseball in December, and the answer is yes, because he attended high school in the Virgin Islands. He could play baseball there year-round. 2-2 changeup is down low, not by much. And Nash has run the count full, the 4th full count of the night from Akil Morris. If the inning continues, the cleanup batter Nelly Rodriguez waits on deck. The payoff pitch is a fly ball down the right field line out of play, and we'll do it again at 3-2. 2014, Akil Morris was an MILB.com organization all-star. He was an MILB.com Fans Choice for Best Relief Pitcher, Baseball America Low Class A All-Star, South Atlantic Midseason and Postseason All-Star as well. That's the year in which he really opened eyes. Again, the 3-2. Nash hits it in the air to deep right. Going back is Dustin Woodcock, and right in front of the wall, he makes the catch to end the inning. Telvin Nash gave that one a ride, but PeoplesBank Park was just big enough to hold it, and that keeps the Revolution off of the scoreboard here in the 5th. For York, no runs on no hits. There were a pair of walks and 2 runners left on base. We move to the top of the 6th here in the Keystone State with Long Island out in front of York by the score of 5-0.
Hey fans, this is Tyler Webb, left-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Prato. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Fairfield Properties Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks, your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball.
Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn Shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. We move to the top half of the 6th inning, with the Ducks leading the Revs by the score of 5-0. And Mark Meeson goes to his bullpen for the first time tonight, as Brett DeGauss is on in relief of Eduardo Rivera. Top of the order for the Flock, as Phil Caulfield steps in, and the first pitch fastball is taken on the outside corner for a called strike. Caulfield will be followed by L.J. Mazzilli and Alejandro De Aza. Phil tonight is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. One pitch is lined the other way for a base hit. So after striking out his first 2 times up, Phil Caulfield has reached base in his last 2 plate appearances with a walk and now a leadoff opposite field single. And that's the 8th hit overall for the Flock in this ballgame. And it'll bring up L.J. Mazzilli, who is celebrating his birthday in fine fashion. In his last at-bat against Eduardo Rivera, he launched his 10th home run of the season. A 2-run shot over the left center field wall and towards the merry-go-round here at PeoplesBank Park. RBIs 42 and 43 for Maz in 2022. And that's the 2nd home run that Mazzilli has hit this season versus the Revs. One pitch is grounded past the mound slowly. It's fielded by Reyes. His only play is to first, and he's able to retire Mazzilli for out number 1, with Caulfield advancing into scoring position at second base. Anderson De Leon, recently reacquired by the Long Island Ducks, is warming up in the left field bullpen. So the batter will now be Alejandro De Aza, who is 1 for 2 with a double, and he's also been hit by a pitch. De Aza tied with Andretti Cordero of the Atlantic League's Lancaster Barnstormers in batting at .333. First pitch to Alejandro is a fastball that misses high for ball 1. Both Cordero and De Aza are 2 points ahead of Southern Maryland's David Harris, who's coming into tonight's contest at a .331 clip. De Aza leads the Atlantic League in on-base percentage at .442. Fourth in doubles with 31 after entering to play, I should say, tonight. He has his 32nd double this evening. He's 5th in on-base plus slugging percentage at .942. And leads the Ducks in hits with 117 and runs scored with 70. Co-player of the month in July. 1-1 is on the inside corner for a called strike, and it's 1-2. So the line is complete on Eduardo Rivera. He is on the short end of a 5-0 score. In 7 innings, he allows 5 innings, I should say. He allows 5 runs on 7 hits. 5 innings pitched, 5 runs on 7 hits, all earned, 2 walks and 5 strikeouts, along with 2 hit batsmen and a wild pitch. And of the 7 hits allowed, 2 were for home runs. 1-2 to De Aza. His line down the left field line, and that's going to drop in for an extra base hit and go all the way to the wall. Caulfield comes in to score. On at second with an opposite field RBI double is Alejandro De Aza, and the Ducks now lead the Revs by the score of 6-0. So the 2-base hit machine in Alejandro De Aza continues his success. That is his 2nd double of the night, his 33rd on the season, and 62nd run batted in. The batter will now be Davidson Romero, who is 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. First pitch to Davidson is a fastball at the knees for a called strike. Along with Rivera's 5 strikeouts tonight, he tallied 4 groundouts and 2 flyouts. He faced a total of 27 batters and threw 15 first pitch strikes. He threw 102 pitches and 64 for strikes. Romero pops it up in foul ground behind home plate. Shedding the mask is Nunez, and he has room and makes the catch, 2 men away. So the batter will now be Jose Sermo. Sermo hit the 2nd of a pair of 2-run home runs against Eduardo Rivera in the 5th, as it cleared the left center field wall just past the leap of center fielder Connor Lean. For Sermo was his 2nd home run of the season, and RBIs 8 and 9, so he's 1 for 2 with a walk tonight. Trying to add to that number here in the 6th. Fastball is taken on the outside corner for a called strike 1. And we'll wait until the bottom half of the 6th inning to bring you the answer to tonight's 5th inning trivia question. A lot of action going on in the 5th, and also here in the top of the 6th. 1-1 to Sermo. The Barnstormers lead the Rockers 4-3 in the bottom of the 6th at Truist Point in High Point, North Carolina. Gastonia has now opened up a 4-1 lead over the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes in the bottom of the 6th at Wild Health Field. 1-1. Fastball taken for a called strike, and it's 1-2. Brett DeGeis is 6'2" and weighs 190 pounds. He's 24 years old, originally from Pleasanton, California, now resides in Scottsdale, Arizona. Last pitch for Amarillo, and has peaked at the big league level in his professional career. Sumo fouls it off. Now holds it. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jose Sermo. A run is home for the Ducks here in the 6th. They lead at 6-0. Again, the 2-2. And Sermo fouls it off. Brett DeGeis is coming on here, making his 29th appearance all in relief. He's 2-1 with a 5.59 ERA entering this outing. Again, the 2-2. And it misses inside, full count. DeGeis 2-1 with a 5.59 ERA. 29 innings pitched, 20 runs allowed, 18 earned on 32 hits, 13 walks, 25 strikeouts, and a .288 batting average against. The 3-2 to Sermo misses low and outside, ball 4. Fans were celebrating another First National Bank LI walk to first. Go first, go far. So 2 on and 2 down for Trevor Achenbach, who in 3 plate appearances has singled, been hit by a pitch, reached on an error, and scored a run. And it'll give us a minute to answer tonight's trivia question, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. We asked you, the fans, what 3 teams in Atlantic League history have won consecutive Atlantic League championships? 3 teams in the history of the Atlantic League have won back-to-back ALPB championships, and we asked you to name those 3 teams. And the correct answer is the Somerset Patriots, Long Island Ducks, and York Revolution. The Somerset Patriots won the Atlantic League championship in 2008 and 2009, the first team to win back-to-back titles. And then the York Revolution won the ALPB championship in 2010 and 2011. 0-2 to Achenbach. And then the Long Island Ducks were back-to-back Atlantic League champions in 2012 and 2013. So in a 6-year span from 2008 to 2013, the Atlantic League championship was won by 3 franchises: the Somerset Patriots, the York Revolution, and the Long Island Ducks. 0-2 pitch is lifted down the right field line, out of play. So that is the answer to tonight's trivia question. 3 teams in Atlantic League history that have won consecutive championships are the Somerset Patriots, York Revolution, and Long Island Ducks. Again, the 0-2 pitch just misses inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. To Trevor Achenbach, the newest member of the Long Island Ducks, acquired earlier today in his first season with the Ducks and first in the Atlantic League. The 1-2 is a check swing, and he went around strike 3, says Buzz Albert, and that retires the side. So Brett DeGeis collects his first strikeout of the evening, and that's the 6th overall for York Revolution pitchers in this ballgame. But the Ducks add to the lead against the right-hander here in the 6th, as Long Island picks up 1 run on 2 hits. There was a walk and 2 men left on base. In the middle of the 6th, the score is now the Long Island Ducks 6 and the York Revolution at 0.
Hey fans, this is catcher Joe DiCarlo, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
This is it.
Check it out. See what everyone's talking about. Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way.
Bring your outdoor living dreams to life. Visit Nicolak's Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst and see thousands of square feet of pavers, retaining walls, fire pits, and outdoor living accents on display. Only Nicolak paving stones are made with Paver Shield technology for more vibrant color options than anyone else. Visit Nicolak.com to request a free sample or their Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst. Nicolak. Ask for it by name. You'll see the difference. Visit Nicolak.com. That's Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way. Pave your way.
We move to the bottom half of the 6th inning with the Ducks now enjoying a 6-0 lead over the York Revolution in the opener of this 4-game series between North Division rivals. Akil Morris's night comes to a close as he is lifted for Anderson DeLeon, who is back with the Long Island Ducks here in the month of September. And DeLeon will face Nelly Rodriguez, Melky Mesa, and John Nunez, 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Rodriguez has struck out swinging and fly to left tonight. And Anderson's first pitch is a fastball that misses outside for ball 1. So Akil Morris is on the long end of a 6-0 score. He was very impressive tonight, walking the tightrope for a couple of innings, but in the end, he finishes with 5 scoreless innings pitched on just 2 hits allowed, walking 4 and striking out 3, along with 1 hit batsman, and showing no ill effects of that stiff neck that he suffered last Wednesday that resulted in Morris not making his scheduled start versus the Lancaster Barnstormers at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. 3-1 is the count to Nelly Rodriguez. Along with his 3 strikeouts, Morris had 4 flyouts. He faced 21 batters and threw 9 first pitch strikes. Pitch from DeLeon to Rodriguez is foul tipped into the glove of Joe DiCarlo, and it's 3-2 to Nelly Rodriguez. Akil Morris in his 5 innings threw a total of 91 pitches, 51 for strikes. The 3-2 pitch is a fastball that misses outside for ball 4, and the Revs have a leadoff base runner. 5 walks issued by the Ducks on the evening. And we'll bring up Melky Mesa, who has lined to center and flied out to right. Anderson DeLeon is in his 3rd season with the Ducks and 3rd in the Atlantic League as well. DeLeon is 5'8" and weighs 150 pounds. He's 26 years old from Brooklyn, New York. First pitch swinging, Mesa hits a fly ball to right field. In comes Dustin Woodcock. He moves under it and makes the one-handed catch for the first out. So 1 out and 1 on for John Nunez, who has lined to short and drawn a walk. DeLeon began the 22 season with the Ducks, going 3-4 with a 5.76 earned run average in 20 games and 11 game starts. So he's back here with the flock. He was traded to the Gateway Grizzlies of the Frontier League on July 28th. So I spent a month or so as a member of the Grizzlies and now is back here with the Ducks. made 11 appearances and 1 start for the Grizzlies and went 0-1 with an earned run average just north of 4.5 at 4.60. Fastball is swung on and missed, and it's 1-1 to John Nunez. De Leon's last appearance with the Ducks was on July the 24th. Fastball is low and it's 2-1. The July 24th game took place against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. 19-16 Ducks lost. That was an absolute wild slugfest. 3-1 to Nunez. De Leon in that game allowed 3 runs on 4 hits and 2 innings of relief, striking out 1. He threw 41 pitches, 28 for strikes. The 3-1 misses outside, ball 4. So after coming on in relief of Akil Morris with a 6-run lead, a fly-out sandwich between a pair of walks for Anderson De Leon. And it's first and second for Jeffrey Perez, who has lined to short and popped out to short. De Leon again in his 3rd season with the Ducks and 3rd in the Atlantic League. He had a very good 2021 campaign for the Flock, leading the ALPB in strikeouts per 9 innings at 8.7. First pitch is outside for ball 1. De Leon led the Ducks and ranked 2nd in the league in strikeouts last year with 109. One 0 pitch is fouled out of play. So Anderson De Leon now back here for the Flock, trying to protect a 6-0 lead. A 1-1. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2 to Jeffrey Perez. Rodriguez, the runner at 2nd. Nunez at 1st. They drew walks from De Leon. There's 1 out. The Ducks leading 6-0. The 1-2. Just misses inside, 2-2. In the doubleheader tomorrow, the Ducks are scheduled to send Joe Iorio to the mound in Game 1 and Scott Harkin in the nightcap. And the series finale on a Thursday will have Chris Cepeda towing the rubber. He's pitched very well as of late. 2-0 in his first 2 career starts as a professional baseball player. The 2-2. This is outside, a full count. Waiting on deck for the Revs is Josue Herrera, the number 8 batter in the lineup. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. As De Leon erases Perez for the 2nd out. That's 4 strikeouts now in the ballgame for the Ducks. And we'll bring up the aforementioned Josue Herrera, who has struck out and drawn a walk in his 2 plate appearances thus far. De Leon sets just below the belt. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Anderson De Leon's best game, not only as a Long Island Duck, but I would say in his professional baseball career, was on June 18th at Fairfield Properties Ballpark against the Kentucky Wildtail Genomes. He fired a complete game, 9-inning, one-hit shutout in the Ducks' 10-0 triumph. He was working both sides of the plate in that game and getting ahead early in the counts, using all of his pitches in the arsenal, and had completely taken those Kentucky Wildtail Genomes batters off balance throughout that shutout. Just one hit surrendered. On one pitch, it is fouled to our left, out of play. So the Ducks return home on Friday. It's their final regular season homestand. 3 over the weekend against the Staten Island Ferry Hawks, and then 3 next week versus the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Coming out and support your Long Island Ducks as they make a push for the postseason. De Leon's 1-2 is pulled over the first base bag, foul. The Ducks fans have been supporting the flock since the franchise began their existence in the Atlantic League in 2000. They have welcomed an Atlantic League record 8,568,469 fans to the gates of Fairfield Properties Ballpark, and have hosted an Atlantic League record 698 sellout crowds all time, and have led the Atlantic League in attendance 15 times. They also led all MLB partner leagues in total and average attendance last year, totaling 224,120, averaging 4,002. And that's thanks to you, the fans. 1-2 pitch is grounded up the middle. Sliding to his right is Achenbach, and he throws the first, side retired. Good job by Anderson De Leon. He works around a pair of walks and keeps the Revolution off of the scoreboard in at the bottom of the 6th. For York, no runs, no hits, 2 walks, and 2 runners left on base. We move to the top of the 7th here in the Keystone State, with the Ducks leading the Revs by the score of 6-0.
Hey fans, this is infielder Vladimir Frias, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolot Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Fans, the Long Island Ducks 2022 season is presented by Catholic Health. With a talented and experienced roster plus exciting promotions every game, a day at the ballpark is truly a good time every time. Tickets are now on sale for all Ducks home games at the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, online at LADucks.com, or by calling 631-940-TIXX. Mike Moore coming to you live from PeoplesBank Park here in York, Pennsylvania. We move to the top half of inning number 7, with the Ducks leading the York Revolution 6-0 in the opener of this 4-game series. Doug Olcese is on in relief. of Brett DeGus, the second man out of the bullpen for Mark Mason. And he will face Sue Lin, Joe DiCarlo, and Dustin Woodcock, 7, 8, and 9 in the order. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Lin is 0 for 3 tonight, but he lines this pitch into right field for a base hit. It's knocked down by Encarnacion. Lin will try for 2 and arrive in safely with a well-struck leadoff double to start the 7th. And that is hit number 10 for the Ducks in the game. And Lin's first here tonight. His 5th two-base hit overall. Gives Long Island an insurance run at second with nobody out for Joe DiCarlo. DiCarlo continues to swing a hot bat. 2 for 3 tonight with a pair of singles and an RBI. First pitch to Joe is inside for ball 1. So Brett DeGus allows 1 run on 2 hits in 1 inning pitched, walking and striking out 1. 23 pitches, 17 for strikes, and 6 batters faced. 2-0 the count to DiCarlo. Olcese is making his 9th appearance all in relief, no record, and a 3.86 earned run average. 3 runs allowed on 3 hits in 7 innings for the Revs. 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, and a 125 batting average against. 2-0 to DiCarlo is a fly ball down the left field line out of play. Olcese is 6 feet tall. He weighs 185 pounds. He's 25 years old from Long Valley, New Jersey. And last pitched for Empire State before coming here to York. 2-1 pitch misses outside. 3-1 to Joe DiCarlo. DiCarlo played the first 8 seasons of his career from 2012 to 2019 in the Seattle Mariners organization, reaching as high as AA Arkansas. Joe has a really good eye at the plate. He does not chase many pitches out of the zone. 3-1 fastball is swung on and missed. And that's full count number 6 overall for Revs pitchers on the night. Payoff pitch to DiCarlo is fouled away. Olcese is making his 3rd appearance in relief against the Ducks. He's retired all 6 batters he's faced entering tonight, but is in some hot water after issuing a leadoff double to Lin to start the 7th. Again, the 3-2 pitch, and it misses high, ball 4. Another tremendous at bat for Joe DiCarlo. He's reached base 3 times in a row in his 4 plate appearances. Fans were celebrating another First National Bank LI walk to first, go far. DiCarlo came into tonight's game with an on-base percentage of .394, and that will go up, having reached base 3 times tonight in 4 plate appearances. So the first 2 are on for the flock as Dustin Woodcock steps in 0 for 3. Woodcock is the only batter in the Ducks lineup who has not reached base tonight. We're actually going to have a pinch hitter for Dustin Woodcock. And the pinch hitter for the Ducks, making his Atlantic League debut, is Zach Racusin. Racusin, a right-handed batter wearing number 17. 0-1 pitch is lined to third, and the catch is made on the leap by Herrera for the first out. So that's a hang with him at bat for Zach Racusin as he lines it to the hot corner and has a base hit and an RBI taken away from him by Josue Herrera for the first out. So first, a second, and one down for Phil Caulfield, who was 1 for 3 tonight with a single, a walk, and a pair of runs scored. First pitch fastball is swung on and missed. Caulfield began 2022 in Mexico and spent 2021 with Gary South Shore of the American Association at both Tri-City and New York in the Frontier League. One pitch is lined to shallow right. On comes Encarnacion, and he makes the running catch for the second out. And the runners hustle back to first and second in DeCarlo and Lynn. So now 2 away for LJ Mazzilli. Mazzilli is 1 for 4 tonight. That one hit, a 2-run home run over the left center field wall. His 10th round tripper of the season, and RBIs 42 and 43. Celebrating his birthday in grand fashion, for sure. Looking to add to this 6-0 Ducks lead. Ducks have out-hit the Revs 10-2 tonight. First pitch to Mass. And it's grounded in the hole, and that's through for a base hit. Lynn is being waved home. It's fielded by Mesa. Now he puts on the brakes, and by doing so, the throw goes down to second, and DeCarlo arrives in safely. So Lynn was being waved in by Lou Ford, and then at the very last minute, he put on the brakes as it was fired back into home plate by Melky Mesa. Joe DeCarlo was between second and third. The throw went down to second from Nunez to Perez. And DeCarlo, with some heads-up base running, was able to arrive back in safely on the head-first dive. So Mazzilli has his second hit of the night, and the bases are loaded for Alejandro De Aza. De Aza is 2 for 3 tonight with a pair of doubles and a run batted in. He's also been hit by a pitch. And he takes strike one at the knees. And it's 0-1 to Alejandro De Aza. De Aza now has 16 hits against the Revs this season, including 6 doubles and 7 RBIs. And with his double in the third inning, he extended his on-base streak to 10 consecutive games overall. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. De Aza is in his first season with the Ducks and third in the Atlantic League. He was a member of the New Britain Bees in 2019, playing 69 games for them, and was in Lancaster with the Barnstormers last season, playing in 108 games. He lines it into right field for a base hit. Lynn comes in to score. DeCarlo puts on the brakes and hustles back to third, as it's an RBI single for Alejandro De Aza, and the Ducks have opened up a 7-0 lead here in the 7th. So for De Aza, that is his third hit of the ball game and second run batted in. He has 62 RBIs for the Ducks. And every base runner goes station to station. The bases remain loaded for Davidson Romero. Romero is 1 for 4 tonight with a run scored. One hit was a double in his first at bat, extending his on-base streak to a team-high 26 consecutive games overall. He now has 12 hits against the Revolution. And of the 12 hits, 5 have been for extra bases, 4 doubles and a home run. He's behind here, 0-2. And the fastball is inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Carlo is the runner at third. Mazzilli is at second, and De Aza is over at first. De Aza has his 10th three-hit game this season. 2-2 to Romero. And Alejandro now also has 13 multi-RBI games as well. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that retires the side as Romero chases one out of the zone. So 2 strikeouts in relief for Olses. Gives the Revs 7 punch-outs on the night, but the Ducks add to the lead here in the top half of inning number 7 as they score 1 run on 3 hits, and the bases were left loaded after 6.5 innings of play. Get up and stretch out those arms and those legs in the middle of the 7th. Long Island leads York by the score of 7-0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Gene Varela, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trades, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah. They got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
The Ducks take on the Staten Island Ferryhawks in the finale of a 3-game weekend series on Sunday, September 11th. First pitch is scheduled for 1:35 p.m. and it'll be another Sunday family fun day on the Duck Pond. Prior to the game, fans can have a pregame catch on the field, and then postgame, fans of all ages can run the bases at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. To purchase tickets, call 631-940-TIXX. Head on out to the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office or go online to liducks.com. The Flock have a 7-0 lead as the Revs come to bat in the last of the 7th, facing Anderson De Leon in his 2nd inning of work. And the first pitch to Connor Lean is a fastball taken at belt high for a called strike 1. It'll be 9-1-2 in the order for York. Lean, J.C. Encarnacion, and Elmer Reyes. Lean tonight has walked, stolen a base, and struck out looking. Anderson De Leon worked around a pair of walks in the 6th by keeping York off of the scoreboard. And now is on for his 2nd inning of relief. 0-2 pitches outside, and it's 1-2. Peek again at the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League and see what's happening locally in Major League Baseball as well. 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. As Lean goes down on the cut fastball thrown by De Leon for the first out. That's 2 strikeouts in relief for Anderson and 5 by Ducks pitchers. And it's back to the top of the order, and J.C. Encarnacion was 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. We begin at Appalachian Power Park in Charleston, West Virginia, where the Charleston Dirty Birds trailed the Lexington Legends 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Isaias Tejeda, the former York Revolution, has hit his 27th home run in that ball game for the Legends. The count is 0-2 to J.C. Encarnacion. No home runs in the contest for the Dirty Birds thus far. Lifted in the air to deep left field, and that goes off of the wall and fired back in by L.J. Mazzilli. So J.C. Encarnacion's second hit of the night is a linea off of the arch nemesis in left. And he has 2 of the 3 hits for the Revs in this ballgame. And York has a 1-out base runner for Elmer Reyes, who's 0 for 2 and has been hit by a pitch and been picked off. At Truist Point in High Point, North Carolina, the Lancaster Barnstormers were trailing 5-4, but they have pushed a run across into the top of the 8th to get even. So 5-5 is the score. As the Barnstormers have fought back in that ball game. Sandoval is at his 4th home run of the season for Lancaster. No home runs for the Rockers. So that's a game we have to keep a close eye on in terms of the wild card standings. The Ducks trail the Rockers by 6.5 games in the wild card. At Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky, the Gastonia Honey Hunters lead the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes 4-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Reyes pops it up right in front of the pitcher's mound, and moving under it is the shortstop, Su Wei Lin. He calls off Anderson De Leon and makes the catch for out number 2. So 1 on and 2 out for Telvin Nash, who is 1 for 3. In that game between the Honey Hunters and Genomes. I should say the Honey Hunters and Genomes. No home runs for either ball club. At PNC Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Pittsburgh Pirates lead the New York Mets 4-2 in the top of the 8th. Ball 1 from De Leon to Telvin Nash. Castro has hit his 6th home run of the season for the Pirates. Brandon Nimmo, number 13 for the Metropolitans. 2 balls and no strikes to Nash. Yankees had their game rained out in Minnesota versus the Twins. And at Tropicana Field, the Rays lead the Red Sox 8-4 in the bottom of the 8th. So the Rays can gain a half game on the Yankees and get to within 4.5 games of first place. Lined up the middle for a base hit. So Nash gets the green light on 2-0 and has a clean single for his 2nd hit of the ball game. Encarnacion advances to second base. And there's 2 on with 2 down for the cleanup batter, Nelly Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. In that Red Sox-Rays game, Casas has hit his 1st home run for Boston. Pham his 16th. The Rosarena, number 19 for the Rays. Bethancourt is 10th. And Chang, number 4. Later on tonight in Oakland, the A's are hosting the Braves. The Braves are keeping an eye on that scoreboard in Pittsburgh. A Mets loss and a Braves win would mean both teams are tied for 1st in the National League East standings. 0-1 is the count to Nelly Rodriguez. The Atlanta Braves just won't go away. It seems like they never lose. A 1 pitch is grounded in the hole to his right. Lynn has it. He throws to third, and Romero keeps his foot on the bag, and that retires a side. That's a nice play on both ends. First by Sue Lin, and then Davidson Romero. As the fielder choice goes 6-5. Out at third is Encarnacion, and the side is retired. For the Revolution in the bottom of the 7th, no runs on a pair of hits. and there were 2 runners left on base. We move to the top of the 8th from PeoplesBank Park, and the score remains the Long Island Ducks 7 and the York Revolution nothing.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elgin Mazzilli, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Last night I told my husband, baby, I'm ready to grow. And he said, are we having a baby? I said, no, but I do want to expand our business. So First National Bank of Long Island really delivered.
At First National, we offer competitive rates in the financing you need and access to expert local lenders. We also underwrite and service every loan. Let's connect at fnbli.com. First National. Go first. Go far. The First National Bank of Long Island, member FDIC. Equal opportunity lender, equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval.
The Waddle Inn Shop is your home for everything Ducks baseball. The team store is full of official Long Island Ducks merchandise, great gifts, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more. You can even get your favorite name and number put on the back of your very own Ducks jersey. Celebrate Waddle Inn Wednesday as well, with exclusive deals in-store during every Wednesday home game. Visit the Waddle Inn Shop today at Fairfield Properties Ballpark or shop online anytime at liducks.com.
There's no better time than now to sign up the young Ducks fan in your life for the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Ducks Kids Club. Children 14 and under will receive exciting gifts, discounts on merchandise, and unique experiences that come only with being a member. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825. Kyle Zurak is now on in relief for the York Revolution. Coming on for Doug Olchis. The third man out of the pen for Mark Mason tonight. Jose Sermo will lead off, and he takes the first pitch. He called strike 1. Sermo will be followed by Trevor Achenbach and Su-Wei Lin, 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Sermo tonight, 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run and a pair of walks. And the 0-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed, and it's 0-2 to Jose Sermo. So Doug Olchis allows a run on 3 hits in his 1 inning, walking and striking out 1. 0-2 pitch is hit off the end of the bat foul. And the count remains 0-2 to Jose Sermo. Sermo hits a fly ball deep down the left field line, and that will go out of play. So the count remains 0-2 to Jose Sermo. Sermo now with 2 home runs and 9 RBIs on the season. 1,894 tonight's attendance here from PeoplesBank Park. Sermo grounds it sharply to second, but it's right at Jeffrey Perez. He throws to first. Score at 4-3. Sermo is retired for out number 1. And we'll bring up Trevor Achenbach, who is 1 for 3 tonight. He's also been hit by a pitch, reached on an error, and scored a run. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch to Achenbach is grounded sharply in the hole and through for a base hit. How about Trevor Achenbach? He has his second hit in his Long Island Ducks debut and has reached base 3 times in 5 plate appearances. Ducks have had at least 1 hit in every inning except for the first when Eduardo Rivera retired the flock 1-2-3. That is their 13th hit on the evening. And Achenbach is at first for Su-Wei Lin, who is 1 for 4 with a double and a run scored. First pitch is foul to the screen. And the 0-1 is fouled back. 0-2 to Su-Wei Lin. Algis in relief in his 1 inning through 23 pitches, 14 for strikes. 7 total batters faced. 0-2 is inside, and it's 1-2 to Su-Wei Lin. Kyle Zurak is making his 12th appearance all in relief for the York Revolution. He's 0-1 with a 3.75 earned run average. He's allowed 6 runs, 5 earned on 9 hits in 12 innings pitched. Walking 9 and striking out 12, with the opposition hitting .209 against him. 1-2. And it's grounded to first, foul. The count remains a ball and 2 strikes to Su-Wei Lin. Zurak is 6'1" and weighs 208 pounds. He's 27 years old from Buffalo, New York. That is his birthplace. He's peaked at the AA level in his professional career and last pitched for Erie. Lin grounds it to second. Perez has it to second for 1. Ray is on to first. In time for the double play. Side retired. Su-Wei Lin bounces into an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. And that allows Kyle Zurak to face the minimum here in the top of the 8th. For the Ducks, no runs on 1 hit, and with the twin killing, nobody left on base. In the middle of the 8th, Long Island leads York by the score of 7-0.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Alejandro de Asa, and you are listening to Dog Baseball on the Long Island Dog Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe has got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912 and be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Wally Backman goes back to his bullpen for the second time tonight. Now on in relief of Anderson De Leon, making his Long Island Ducks debut is the right-hander Chris Pike. So it is a successful return to the flock for Anderson De Leon, as the right-hander fires 2 scoreless innings on 2 hits allowed, walking and striking out 2. And now Chris Pike will make his debut. Signed earlier today by the Long Island Ducks. This is his second season with the Ducks and second in the Atlantic League. He made 9 appearances and 4 starts with the Ducks in 2018, going 1-1 with a 7.62 earned run average and 14 strikeouts in 26 innings pitched. He began his career in the Tampa Bay Rays organization from 2014 to 2017, reaching as high as AAA Durham in 2017. He was drafted in the 9th round of the 2014 amateur draft. So here's Chris Pike for his second tour of duty with the Ducks, and the first pitch misses outside for ball 1. Melky Mesa will lead off. He'll be followed by John Nunez and Jeffrey Perez. 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Mesa tonight is 0 for 3. 1-0 pitch is lined into right center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Chasing it into the gap is Alejandro De Aza. He backhands and fires it into second, but arriving in safely with a leadoff stand-up double is Melky Mesa as he hits his first hit of the night. And there's a runner in scoring position for John Nunez. Double number 24 on the season for Melky Mesa. Nunez tonight is 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. Chris Pike is 6'1" and weighs 180 pounds. He's 29 years old from Southampton, New York. First pitch is grounded sharply to the right side. It comes up on Achenbach. He stays with it and throws to first to retire Nunez, with Mesa advancing over to third base. So 1 on and 1 out for Jeffrey Perez, who is 0 for 3. The Ducks are trying to win their 4th consecutive game here at PeoplesBank Park. Ducks and Revolution played the first 9 head-to-head meetings this season on the Duck Pond, with Long Island taking each of the 3 rubber games, winning 6 of 9 contests. And then late in August, they swept the Revolution here at PeoplesBank Park, so they're looking for their 4th straight victory against their North Division rival here in the Keystone State. Lined into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit and it'll get the Revs on the board. It gets past De Aza and goes all the way to the wall. Perez rounds second. He will try for third and arrive in safely with a 1-out RBI stand-up triple. And the York Revolution are on the scoreboard for the first time tonight as they now trail it by the score of 7-1. So once that ball got past De Aza, Perez, with that good speed, was thinking 3-base hit and got to third without a throw. Stand-up triple for Jeffrey Perez. Is his 5th 3-base hit of the season and 30th run batted in. Josue Herrera takes ball 1 from Chris Pike. Herrera tonight is 0 for 2, a walk sandwich between a strikeout swinging and a ground out to second. The 1-0, swing and a miss, and that evens the count at a ball and a strike. So after tallying just 2 hits in the first 6 innings offensively, the Revs have 4 hits in their last 7 at-bats against Ducks pitching, doubling their hit total in that stretch from all they had in the first 6 innings offensively versus the Ducks. 2-2 to Herrera. 2-2 pitches inside, full count. After pinch hitting for Dustin Woodcock in the top of the 7th, Zach Racusin remains in the game over in right field. The payoff pitch is pulled foul. These two teams have faced off quite a bit in their history. This is already the 286th meeting. That is a lot of baseball. The 3-2 pitch is down low, ball 4. So an inauspicious start to his return to the Ducks for Chris Pike. 4 batters faced, a double, a triple, and a walk. Puts runners at the corners. And for the Ducks as a staff, that is now 7 walks issued in the ballgame. And we'll bring up the number 9 batter, Connor Lean. It was 0 for 2 tonight with a walk and a stolen base. Lean, first pitch swinging, pops it up into shallow right field. Out goes Achenbach, in comes Racusin, and it's Achenbach, the second baseman, who makes the catch and fires it back in to Joe DiCarlo. Keeps it in front of him, and holding at third base is Perez. No advance at first by Herrera. So Pike erases Lean on 1 pitch. And there's 2 outs now for J.C. Encarnacion, the leadoff batter. It was 2 for 3 tonight with a double and a walk. Pike's first pitch is fouled out of play. Trailing 5-4 in the top of the 8th. Lancaster scored 3 runs and now have a 7-5 lead over the High Point Rockers as that game moves to the bottom of the 9th. 0-1 is grounded up the middle right at Achenbach, and it goes the short way to second to end the inning. But the Revs do get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight against Chris Pike as they pick up 1 run on 2 hits. And there were 2 runners left on base. Let's take this game to the top half of the 9th inning from PeoplesBank Park, with the Long Island Ducks now leading the York Revolution by the score of 7-1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Chris Cepeda. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Has drinking or substance abuse taken over your life? You are not alone, and recovery is possible. At FCA, our caring team members will work with you to identify a recovery plan that meets your needs. We have virtual and in-person services ranging from treatment to recovery, from prevention to crisis support. Go to our website, fcali.org or thriveli.org for more information and to start your recovery journey today.
PSEG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSEG Long Island offers money saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money saving rebates at psegliny.com/save money.
Tune in for our next Ducks game broadcast on Wednesday when the Ducks take on the York Revolution in Game 1 of a single admission doubleheader at 5 o'clock. The pregame show will begin 15 minutes prior to first pitch at 4:45, and you can follow all the action right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Live streaming video and audio will be available online at liducks.com, facebook.com/liducks, and youtube.com/ducksbaseball. The Revs score a run in the bottom of the 8th to get on the board for the first time tonight, but they still trail the Ducks by the score of 7-1. That's the Flock come to bat here in the top half of the ninth inning, and Raniel Raudes will be the new pitcher for the York Revolution. And he will face Joe DiCarlo to lead off. He'll be followed by Zach Racusin and Phil Caulfield, 8-9-1 in the order. And DiCarlo watches the first pitch fastball go outside for ball one. Joe has had another great night at the plate offensively, 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, an RBI, and a walk. DiCarlo now hitting .302 on the season and has an OPS of 826. Facing Raniel Raudes, who is 6'1" and 160 pounds. 24 years old, originally from Grenada in Nicaragua. 1-1 to DiCarlo is taken for a called strike, and it's 1-2. The last pitch for Salem, and has peaked at the high A level in his professional career. One-two to Joe. Is tapped foul. Raudes is making his 22nd appearance for the Revs, all in relief, no record, and a 2.45 earned run average. 1-2. Outside, 2-2. In 22 innings, the right-hander has allowed 7 runs, 6 earned on 15 hits, walking 6 and striking out 28, and has a batting average against of just 181. 2-2 to DiCarlo. It's grounded in the hole to his right. Reyes has it on the back end. He plants and fires the first in time to erase DiCarlo by a step. Nice play there by Elmer Reyes, the shortstop, as he takes hit number 3 away from Joe DiCarlo for the first out. In steps Zach Racusin, who hit a screaming line drive in his Long Island Ducks debut right to the third baseman, Josue Herrera. Now making his second appearance at the plate for the Flock. The first pitch fastball is swung on and missed. Racusin is in his first season with the Ducks and second in the Atlantic League. The 0-1 as a fastball swung on and missed. Racusin combined to play 14 games in the Atlantic League earlier this season, 8 games here with the Revs, and 6 games as a member of the Staten Island Ferry Hawks. So he's playing for his 3rd North Division team and the Ducks. 0-2 is chopped up the middle to his left. Reyes has it, bobbles it momentarily, and the throw to first is scooped out on the backhand by Nelly Rodriguez to retire Racusin for out number 2. So a pair of ground ball outs to Elmer Reyes behind Raudes to begin his night in relief. And it's back to the top of the order now, and Phil Caulfield. Caulfield is 1 for 4 tonight with a walk and 2 runs scored. The Ducks trying to improve to 2-2 on this 7-game road trip. Caulfield first pitch swinging, hits a fly ball to shallow left field. On the run is Melky Mesa. He loses his hat but makes the one-handed catch to end the inning. The Ducks go in order in the 9th. Last chance for the Revolution. We move to the bottom half of inning number 9 from PeoplesBank Park, with Long Island leading it by the score of 7-1.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Dustin Woodcock, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Prato. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Fairfield Properties Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks. Your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball.
The Ducks return home to face the Staten Island Ferry Hawks on Friday, September 9th, with a first pitch of 6:35 from Fairfield Properties Ballpark. It'll be another wonderful night in Central Islip. The first 1,500 fans in attendance will receive Quackerjack and Scoop posters courtesy of Newsday. It's also an Ebbs Craft Beer Fountain Hard Seltzer takeover at the ballpark and an Angela's Pizza Friday. To purchase tickets, visit liducks.com. Call 631-940-TIXX or head on out to the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office. Patrick Quinn comes on in relief of Chris Pike as he looks to close this game out for the Ducks and give them a victory in the series opener. And Quinn will face 2, 3, and 4 in the order: Elmer Reyes, Telvin Nash, and Nelly Rodriguez. Chance of Elmer from the fans here at PeoplesBank Park. Quinn's first pitch is a fastball, taken belt high for a called strike one. Chris Pike in his return to Long Island allows 1 run on 2 hits in 1 inning, 1 walk and no strikeouts. Quinn's 0-1 goes to the backstop, 1 ball and 1 strike. Patrick Quinn on here looking to shut the door in this ball game for the Flock. 1-1. Fastball check swing, and he went around, it says first base umpire Bill Reuter, and it's a ball and 2 strikes to Elmer Reyes. Patrick Quinn is making his 3rd relief appearance. 1 unearned run allowed on 2 hits in 3 innings thus far and 1 strikeout. 1-2 is lined into right. Backing up a few steps is Rick Houston, and he makes the catch for the out number 1. So that will bring up Telvin Nash, who is 2 for 4 tonight. He has 2 of the 6 hits for the Revs. Nash and Encarnacion have 4 of the 6 hits overall. Patrick Quinn is 5'11", 190 pounds. 23 years old from Belrose, New York. He fires a fastball in the outer half for a called strike 1. Quinn sets at the belt. Working from the first base side of the rubber, the 0-1. Is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Quinn's last relief appearance was on August 31st. The game against the Lancaster Barnstormers at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good changeup from Quinn. And it's 1-2 to Telvin Nash. Quinn in 2 innings versus the Barnstormers at home allowed an unearned run on 2 hits, striking out 1. He threw 33 pitches. This is his first season with the Ducks and first in the Atlantic League. He played 4 seasons of collegiate baseball at SUNY Old Westbury on Long Island, going 10-9 with a 4.25 ERA in 27 games and 24 starts. 2-2 to Nash. He was named to the athletic director's academic honor roll at SUNY Old Westbury in the fall of 2019, the spring of 2020, and the fall of 2020. And now here playing for the first time in his professional career on Long Island with the Ducks. The 2-2. Fastball is outside, 3-2. It's gone final at Truist Point. The Lancaster Barnstormers have defeated the High Point Rockers 7-5. The Ducks are 2 outs away from gaining a game in the wild card standings. A victory would get them to within 5.5 of High Point. The 3-2 to Nash is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Patrick Quinn blows the fastball by Telvin Nash for the second out. 6 strikeouts on the night for Long Island pitchers. And now the Revs are down to their final out of the evening as Nelly Rodriguez steps in. Rodriguez is 0 for 3 with a walk. So good news coming out of the Tar Heel State. And good news also from the Bluegrass State. The Gastonia Honey Hunters have defeated the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes 5-2 was the final from Wild Health Field. First pitch to Rodriguez is a breaking ball in the inside corner for a called strike 1. So this could be a doubly productive night for the Ducks in terms of the standings. Could get to within 3 games of the Genomes and 5.5 of the Rockers in terms of the wild card. 1-1 the count to Nelly Rodriguez. Right-hander Joe Iorio is the starting pitcher in Game 1 tomorrow for the Flock. 10-4 with a 4.63 earned run average. Scott Harkin, the righty, in Game 2, 9-7 with a 4.51 ERA. 1-1 is pulled foul. And now the Revs are down to their final strike of the night. The Revs have not announced their starting pitcher yet in Game 1. In the nightcap, left-hander Ben Herrick will get the nod. 0-3 with a 9.87 ERA. The 1-2. This is high, 2-2. The series finale on a Thursday night will have right-hander Chris Cepeda on the mound for the Flock. 5-1 with a 3.51 ERA against left-hander Josh Norwood. No record and an ERA of an even 12. That's a 6:30 first pitch. 5 o'clock the first pitch tomorrow in Game 1. A pair of 7-inning affairs. The 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and the ball game is over as the Ducks take the opener of this 4-game series, winning it tonight by the final of 7-1. A pair of strikeouts in relief for Patrick Quinn as he mows down the Revs in order. And the Ducks get back on the winning track as they improve to 2-2 on this 7-game road trip. In the bottom of the ninth for the York Revolution, no runs, no hits. There were no errors and nobody left on base. The final score tonight from PeoplesBank Park in York, Pennsylvania. It was the Long Island Ducks 7 and the York Revolution 1. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show is next where we will recap this one for you and hand out our player of the game honors.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Alejandro de Asa, and you are listening to Dog Baseball on the Long Island Dog Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe's got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912. And be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information. Hey kids, are you ready to be part of the coolest club in town? If so, sign up today for the Long Island Ducks Kids Club presented by Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Children 14 and under will receive exclusive perks that only come with being a member, including a free ticket to a Ducks game, a free commemorative yearbook, 10% off at the Waddle Inn Shop, and much more. They'll also receive priority access to skip the line during Kids Run the Bases at all Sunday home games. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825, and we'll see you at the ballpark.
Mike Moore back with you from PeoplesBank Park in York, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the postgame show. Tonight, the Long Island Ducks have defeated the York Revolution. 7-1 was the final as they take the opener of this four-game series between North Division rivals. A pair of right-handers faced off in Akil Mars and Eduardo Rivera to begin this four-game set. And we were scoreless as we went to the top half of the fourth inning. And with one down, Trevor Achenbach was hit by a pitch thrown from Rivera. And he later advanced to second on a wild pitch thrown by the right-hander. And with two outs, Joe DiCarlo plated Achenbach with the game's first run as he tallied an RBI single to center field. For DiCarlo, it was his 50th run batted in, and the Ducks had a 1-0 lead. Long Island added to that advantage one inning later against Rivera in the top of the fifth as they were able to score some more runs, sending 9 batters to the plate. Phil Caulfield led off with a walk, and that brought up L.J. Mazzilli. And on his birthday, Mazzilli launched a 2-run home run to left center field. For Mazzilli, was his 10th home run of the season, and RBIs 42 and 43. That made it 3-0 in favor of Long Island. The next batter was Alejandro De Aza, and he was hit by a pitch, the second batter that Rivera hit in the game. And then 2 batters later, Jose Sermo stepped up and launched an opposite field 2-run home run to left center, just out of the reach of a leaping Connor Lean. And for Sermo, it was his second home run of the season, and RBIs 8 and 9. A pair of 2-run home runs for the Ducks in the fifth gave them a 5-0 lead. They were not done there as they added to that advantage in the top of the sixth, courtesy of an Alejandro De Aza RBI double that scored Phil Caulfield. As Caulfield once again was setting the table, leading off with a single to the opposite field. For De Aza, was his second double of the game, his 33rd of the season, and RBI number 62 made it 6-0 Long Island. And then in the seventh, De Aza was at it again. Zue Lin led off the seventh inning with a 2-base hit, and later on, with 2 outs, De Aza plated Lin with an RBI single. For De Aza, it was his second run batted of the ballgame and 63rd ribeye steak. The Ducks had a 7-0 lead, and the Revolution were behind late. They did score their lone run in this game against Chris Pike in the bottom of the 8th inning. Melky Mesa led off with a double, and 2 batters later, Jeffrey Perez plated Mesa with an RBI triple. And for Jeffrey Perez, the 3-base hits continue to be piled up by the York Revolution second baseman. For Perez, he tallies the triple, and now on the season for Jeffrey Perez, he has a total of 4 3-base hits, and it was his 30th run batted in. But that was the lone run that the Revolution would score in this ballgame as they fall tonight by the final of 7-1. Let's take a look at the final numbers in this evening's ballgame. as we bring them to you here from PeoplesBank Park in York, Pennsylvania. For the Long Island Ducks, they finished the night scoring 7 runs on 13 hits. No errors and 12 runners left on base. For the York Revolution, 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error. They stranded 12. The winning pitcher is Akil Morris. He improves to 6-9 as he fires 5 scoreless innings on 2 hits, walking 4 and striking out 3. The losing pitcher is Eduardo Rivera. He falls to 8-4. The time of the game was 3 hours and 13 minutes, and it was seen before a crowd of 1,894 here at PeoplesBank Park. So with the victory, the Ducks improved to 2-2 on this 7-game road trip. They're now 59-61 on the season and 23-31 in the second half of play. And the Ducks improved to 24-36 on the road. Long Island is now 3-2 in the month of September. With the loss, the Revs have now dropped 6 consecutive games as they fall 20 games under 500 at 50-70. They're 20-35 in the second half and 29-31 here at PeoplesBank Park. Our player of the game is going to be the birthday boy, L.J. Mazzilli, as Mazzilli entered play today, celebrating birthday number 32 overall. And on his 32nd birthday, Mazzilli goes 2 for 5 with a single and a 2-run home run, his 10th home run of the season, and 42nd and 43rd RBI. So congratulations and happy birthday once again to L.J. Mazzilli. He is tonight's player of the game, and happy birthday also to Vladimir Frias on this September 6th of 2022. Vladimir Frias is celebrating his 36th birthday, and also happy 16th birthday once again to my nephew Brady, watching the broadcast back home in East Islip, New York, with mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, and brothers Eddie and Nicholas. So that sets up games 2 and 3 of our 4-game series tomorrow. With last night's game being postponed, it will be made up as part of a single admission doubleheader. Both games slated for 7 innings of play. In Game 1, right-handed Joe Iorio toes the rubber. He's 10-4 on the season with a 4.63 earned run average. The Revs have not yet announced their starting pitcher yet in Game number 1. In the nightcap, righty Scott Harkin gets the nod for the Dogs. He's 9-7 with a 4.51 ERA, and he'll be opposed by left-hander Ben Herrick, 0-3 with an earned run average of 9.87. We'll take one final break, and when we come back, we'll look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League, see what's happening locally in Major League Baseball, and wrap this one up from from PeoplesBank Park in York, Pennsylvania.
Hey fans, this is infielder Phil Caulfield, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah. They got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
Mike Moore back with you one final time from PeoplesBank Park in York, Pennsylvania, where the Long Island Ducks have defeated the York Revolution. 7-1 was the final as they take the opener of this 4-game series. Looking at the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League and locally in Major League Baseball, the Lexington Legends have defeated the Charleston Dirty Birds down in Charleston, West Virginia. 3-1 was the final tonight. Wright, the win, improves to 1-0. Chamblee, the loss, falls to 1-5. Rosario, his third save of the season. Isaias Tejeda hit home run number 27, the former York Revolution, for the Lexington Legends. No home runs in the game for the Dirty Birds in the losing cause. At Truist Point in High Point, North Carolina, the Lancaster Barnstormers defeat the High Point Rockers by the score of 7-5. Boozer the win improves to 1-0. Higgins the loss falls to 2-1. West Tunnel his 11th save. Sandoval his 4th home run for Lancaster in that game. So the Ducks are within 5.5 games now of the High Point Rockers for the wild card. And at Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky, the Gastonia Honey Hunters defeat the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes. 5-2 was the final. Anderson the win improves to 13-4. Kellogg the loss falls to 6-5. And no home runs in that game, but good news for the Ducks as well, as they are now 3 games back of the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes in terms of the wild card standings. Locally in Major League Baseball, it's gone final at PNC Bank Park. The Pittsburgh Pirates have defeated the New York Mets by the score of 8-2. Castro home run number 6 for the Pirates. Cruz his 13th. Brandon Nimmo his 13th home run for the Metropolitans. Keller the win improves to 5-10. Taijuan Walker the loss drops to 10-4. One more out-of-town note in the Atlantic League. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and Staten Island Ferry Hawks were postponed from Staten Island University Hospital Community Park. So the Lancaster win now has them 5.5 games in front of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs for first place in the second half of the North Division standings. The Yankees were rained out tonight in Minnesota against the Twins. They'll play a doubleheader tomorrow. The Tampa Bay Rays at Tropicana Field defeated the Boston Red Sox. 8-4 was the final. A Rosarena home run number 19 for the Rays. Chang his 4th, and Casas his 1st for Boston, and Pham his 16th. The winning pitcher in that game for the Rays was Clevenger. Improves to 1-1. Rich Hill, the former Long Island Duck, suffers a loss, dropping to 6-6. So the Rays are now 4.5 games back of the Yankees for first place in the American League East. And the Atlanta Braves are a half game behind the Mets for first place in the National League East, and they have just scored 3 runs in the top half of the first inning to open up an immediate 3-0 lead over the Oakland A's. Wright, the starter for Atlanta, Irvin for Oakland. If the Braves win, they'll be tied with the Mets for first place in the National League East. So that's the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League. And locally in Major League Baseball here tonight, the Ducks come away with the victory by the final score of 7-1 as they take the opener of this 4-game series. A double dip tomorrow. A lot of baseball. First pitch at 5 o'clock. Game number 1 and game number 2 30 minutes after the conclusion of the first one. Both games slated for 7 innings of play. And we'll have all the action right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. We invite you to join us for our next Long Island Ducks game broadcast tomorrow, Wednesday, when the Ducks take on the York Revolution at 5 o'clock in Game 1 of a single admission doubleheader. The pregame show will begin 15 minutes prior to first pitch at 4:45, and you can follow the action right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Live streaming, video, and audio will be available online at LADucks.com, Facebook.com/LADucks, and YouTube.com/DucksBaseball. So that's going to do it for now from PeoplesBank Park in York, Pennsylvania. Once again, our final score tonight, it was the Long Island Ducks 7 and the York Revolution 1. For our entire crew here at the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network, I'm Mike Moore saying thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. The Ducks win it 7-1 as we say so long for PeoplesBank Park in York, Pennsylvania. And one more time, happy birthday, LJ Mazzilli. Happy birthday, Vladimir Frias. And happy birthday to my nephew, Brady, all celebrating tonight. Uncle Mike loves you, Brady. And I will see you when we get back from the road trip on Friday. Have a great night, everybody. And we'll talk to you tomorrow here from the Keystone State.